Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, this is Shane's Games, and tonight we are playing Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This will be part 20 of our playthrough. Part 20! That is fantastic, and if you've been here through it, thank you so much. I'm enjoying doing it, hope you are too. If you want to see any of those previous episodes, they're all archived on YouTube. You can find the link in my info below, but for tonight, let's get started. As the title indicates, tonight, I am taking you to Bonetown, or rather, we're starting out in Bonetown. A town that they decided to call Bonetown for some reason, I guess because they don't
Keep
really
your
have
eyes open.
any sense of irony, or don't really know double entendres in this world. It's tragic, is what it is. It's tragic. And there's a ton of side quests in here, so let's get started on that.
Welcome to the Thirsty Wench. I'm Bera Grastar, owner, innkeep, and namesake. We don't get many strangers in Whitestone, at least not since motors pulled out and the mercenaries dug in. What can I get you?
I love that little twist at the end. And namesake. Ooh, saucy.
Don't tell anyone, but I've run out of meat to serve the customers. If these louts find out, they're liable to start a riot. Do you have any meat with you? I'll pay you good money for it.
I can get some, I suppose.
Okay, I guess that's better than nothing. I don't care where you get it, as long as it smells like meat when I place it over the fire.
Animal meat?
Hurry up with some meat, or it'll be my bones they'll be eating.
You have some really scary patrons. Alright, so need to kill monsters and get meat off them. That's actually seems like something I could do pretty easily. Or rather, it seems like something I'm going to be doing anyway. So, why the heck not? Quest giver number 2, who appears to be passed out drunk.
What is it? Can't you see I'm celebrating? That's right. Raise a glass, friend. Let's make a toast to cowards.
That sounds like a bad celebration. What are you on about?
I've made a choice, you see. After much deliberation and many pines, I've decided to disobey my direct superiors and not perform my duties. To the fires with orders. I am finished delivering death notices. I've seen the faces of the war dead. I've no desire to look into the eyes of their loved ones.
That is a really miserable job. Let me just double check that.
I volunteered to be a messenger, to bring death notices from the War Council to the families of the deceased. I thought it would be welcome respite from the war. It's been its own kind of hell. I got through some of them, but by the time I reached Apatir, I was done.
Well, I can do that then. I'll take care of it.
You do that. It'll keep me from getting discharged, from not going back. Here are the death notices. Take this medicine as well. I have my own right here. Ironic, isn't it? I can face the enemy, but I can't face the families of those who fought beside me. Pathetic. Your energy will not be spent in vain. I will pay you well to do this for me. Long and fraught with grief.
So what do I tell the families?
Tell them what you want. Won't change what has happened. The sons and daughters are gone. No one can soften that blow.
Yeah, that is a pretty rough situation there. I don't blame him for having trouble with the duties. That is really brutal.
Goodbye.
But that seems like a thing I can do. Just deliver the notices. And quest giver number 3 appears to be in meditation.
Are they giving you a hard time around here too? Whitestone, a boot full of vipers, this place. Can't stand it. And after everything we've done for them down in Sun Camp, you'd think they'd be more appreciative. And starvation's too good for the mayor, I say.
What's going on? I'm sorry.
You don't look like one of Eswin's ruffians. No, you look different, which is a good thing in this sun-blasted nothing. All right, I'll tell you. Our friend the mayor has something stashed up in his house, something worth a fortune. Can you believe that? There's something of actual value in Whitestone. I've been sent to get it, but I can't seem to find a way in. Until inspiration strikes, I'm waiting here, keeping the ale busy.
Why do you hate the mayor?
Silly question. Who doesn't hate the mayor? We travelers had a good thing going here in Whitestone. The people came to us for their needs. We had a relationship. Now Mayor Eswin says trading with travelers is illegal, and as a result, the folks of Apatir won't touch us. I'm surprised they even let me into town without a fight.
Yeah, that does sound bad for business. Can I try to steal it?
You're welcome to give it a go, but I can't promise you'll get anywhere. That old mansion was built by the gnomes back when they first settled the village. It's got more hidden corners than a spider web. I doubt old Eswin's even seen all of it. I doubt the old mayor has either. Maybe I'll show some initiative eventually. Until then, you're welcome to make us both look good.
So how about getting in there?
The doors are locked, so I'm guessing there are keys required. That's usually how the arrangement works.
Well, I am good at lockpicking, so let's see if
Bye.
that's an option, shall we? Alright. So, that looks like everything I need to do in here as well. Usually people you can buy from in the taverns, but not this one, I guess. That's fine.
Hey,
Alright. Any other buildings in town I haven't been to? I think that actually is a full circuit of all of them. Yeah. Alright, cool. So I've been through everything. So that should mean that I can go ahead and get started working on these.
Yes, what is it? We're not supposed to speak with the citizens.
Oh, death notice is right nearby.
Joanne? You mean my wife has died? I knew she sailed for Cluricon, but we got so little news here in Apatir. I told her the war wouldn't last. I insisted. And as usual, I was wrong. My wife was beautiful. She deserved better. I only wish I could have given it to her. I only wish I could have been there for her in the end. Thank you for telling me.
Ouch, yeah, that was sad. Still, it does need to be done. You know, I'm sure they would rather know in some way, shape, or form than not know.
trouble.
Alright, so what is our next task? Oh, little water pipe
Mind
here.
yourself.
It's kind of cool. And this is the mayor's house. Should we go for the theft right away? I'm kind of thinking we should. Get it out of the way, see if we can find some exciting theft opportunities. Ah, guard right there. That's going to make things tricky. Well, I'm going to come back when the sun set. Maybe I can sneak in. Looked like there was a hidden room right there. Alright, so it looks like next, let me go do the Terminate the Zungar family. That'll give me a little chance to explore up north a little bit. And I would like to reveal a bit more of the map in this area. Which I think, let me double check. Oh, it's not quite. I thought this was the last desert area, but we haven't been to the Red Marches yet. I don't know how I missed that. Wow, that's right connected to Talarain, too. Alright, so I'll have to check that out before we really move on, but... Still, we are clearing things out here pretty quickly. You know, usually I get some sort of side quest at some point that makes sure that I check out all the local areas, so I'm surprised nothing sent me over there. Right there, Prismere lockpick in a random chest. That is nice. Alright, so this looks like it's actually a little bit of a dungeon crawl. The Zungar Shaft. The Zungar Shaft right outside Bonetown. I'm not letting this go, in case you're curious. Let's just get that out of the way right away. Oh wow. Reflected the arrow back at her if you caught it right there. That was neat. I know I've got the damage reflection percentage on me, but it's not often I actually get to see it in action. That was cool. I almost missed. This one's actually a little bit hidden.
Desert Runner stopped. She had never heard Rattlesnake speak before. His voice was a slow, nasty hiss, and that greatly disturbed Desert Runner. Please, Desert Runner. My voice is harsh, and yours is so pretty. You are so fast and so much braver than me. Can you bring me a voice like yours? Desert Runner thought for a moment and then said, I will lend you some of my voice and put it in your tail. That is why the rattlesnake clicks.
Oh, that's cute. A little bit of mythology right there. That sounds like legit mythology too, which is really cute. I like that. Really neat there. Cool of them to take the chance to, or take the opportunity to put in a little detail like that. I'm surprised we didn't see more of that from the stones there. Still, I'll take it when I can get it. Alright. 2 very easy chests. Nice way to start the evening, I think. Oh, not quite there. This one? Yeah, there we go. Nothing great, but I keep stocking up on those master quality potions. And as usual, not actually doing anything with them, just hoarding them, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if come endgame I need to use those a lot. So I'm just going to keep picking them up. I still think I might want to start selling my greater potions though, just because I keep stockpiling and stockpiling, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to want to keep doing. Since I'm not using them, I'm starting to think maybe it's not going to be of use to keep them all around. Alright. So, which way do we want to go in the cave? And I'm thinking south, and then we'll loop back around since I can't get back through the jump point. That would seem to be the way the cave wants me to take. Unless I'm wildly off base, which is a thing that happens from time to time. And by from time to time, I mean an awful lot, to be honest. Actually, trying out that new longsword of mine. Nice. Not the longsword. Doing that again. I was doing that last stream. Not longsword, great sword. Great sword. It's great. So where are we going from here? Alright, so we'll head southwest. And it's actually an exit from the cave. Interesting. But that's where we're going. I'm going to check out this little jog off to the side first. See if there's anything interesting in there. Ooh, it's a hard unlock. Wasn't expecting that. I really don't see too many locked doors in this game. Most of the locked items are just chests. I'm not entirely sure why they made that choice. But I'm not going to say it's a bad choice or even the wrong choice. Just an interesting one. I mean, locked doors certainly aren't uncommon in video games. So it's not like they would be doing anything all that weird by just throwing them everywhere. Alright, so that was the reinforced chassis. Nah, I think I'm happy with my Brachita chassis. It's nice to have found a purple randomly. I do like that. Nice. Whew, doing some damage. I think I am liking this great sword. I can't fully tell whether I'm really getting to take advantage of the... Oh wow, it's all the way over there? What? Oh shoot, I might have been following the wrong marker there. I think I was, as a matter of fact. Oh jeez, alright, let me change my quest real quick. Yeah, so which one do I want to do? The Zungars, there we go. Alright, so let's head back inside and see Looks like they're supposed to be inside here somewhere, right? Maybe? No, see, now I don't see them here again. Where the heck are they wanting me to go? Oh, they're just... the Zungars are just the random enemies in the cave. Well, that's unusual. I guess it is a task. That's what I get for signing up for a task. But I'm already here. May as well explore the cave. Heck, maybe I'll be cleaning it out for later. That'd be nice. I don't know if you noticed that, but every once in a while, when I use the shield, there's a big delay on the actual noise from the enemies smacking into the shield. Alright, there's that rat meat I'm going to need for the tavern. So that'll be good, although I'm sure that's another task. I don't mind doing tasks if I'm already in the area. It's when I have to go out of my way to do something small and stupid. That's when I'm going to complain about it. I mean, you know, more than usual. Ooh. Man, that is really satisfying using this big old sword. That little bit of a delay combined with that noise it makes when it smacks somebody. Jeez. Culminite deposit. That sounds new. I wonder if that's for a different side quest I'm going to have to do down here later. Culminite. No, it doesn't sound familiar at all. Heck, maybe I've been picking it up for a long time now and I just wasn't paying attention. It's always possible. Alright, so yeah, now we're right back to the beginning. So that wasn't a huge cave, which is good because I didn't have a ton to do here. So I'll head outside and I think it's just a straight walk back to town. Although, never a bad idea to just teleport there. Save me a couple precious seconds. Nice night sky. I always love the little birds wheeling up there. That makes it feel more lived in. Alright. So this was just from the quest board since it was a task.
Hello there. Normally I'd be seeking help with some of our mercenary contracts, but it looks like you've collected all of them already.
Glad you
I'll leave
noticed.
to your work then.
That's cute.
Impressive. You know how to get the job done. We could use more like you. Of course, with the Zungars gone, our fight may soon be over. Here's your pay.
Alright, so that's one down and I get a pittance for taking care of it. But that's fine. Alright, where do I want to go next? Ooh, steal the cage key. That sounds fun. Let's head down south and grab that cage key. So what I'm thinking for the desert is I'll have this area, and then I'll have that other area I was looking at earlier that I missed. And then I think, if I'm looking at the world map, yeah, I bet Odessa is going to be another huge town. So I'd forgotten about Odessa as well. I imagine we're going to be there for quite some time. Because those really big towns on the map, they take some time to do. Alright, so I gotta steal the key from the guy over here on the bridge. I think so. That shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Just get over here, approach down. Yeah, he notices me, but that'll go away in time, right? Let's see if I can, there we go, now it's going down. In this case, please don't notice me, senpai. Wow, I'm getting nerdy tonight. Starting right off the bat. And I don't think you noticed me. Excellent. So let's head back and unlock the cage then. Yeah, you should be under. I should be on my gear. There's people stealing stuff out here. Dangerous territory.
Well done. Now, you've done me this one favor. Let's finish what we've started. Before I can leave this cursed desert, I need several things. First, I need to fetch the item that will finance our new life in Odessa, our nest egg. It is an heirloom that has been in the Darkvari family for generations. Then I need you to find Hrindy and bring her to me at our old meeting place in Snaketail Canyon. Please, you must do this for me. For us. Thank you.
What a douchey attitude. Hey, now that you've done a favor for me, I'm gonna need you to do a bunch more. Sorry. No, dude. You start with the thankfulness, then maybe there's more.
Hey there, how can I help?
Got some animal meat.
I thought I could smell meat on you. Thanks a lot. You really helped me out. Come back anytime, and I'll buy more meat off of you.
She give me a decent price. I mean, again, money really is no object for me at this point in the game, so it's all kind of relative. Alright, so next up, I'm a little interested, because it looks like on my map, that's saying speak to the mayor. I thought I had to steal something from him. That could be a different quest that I'm forgetting, but either way, let's have a chat. Yes, there's a hidden door there, I see it. I was just trying to talk to the mayor, jeez.
Stand right there. Let me take a look at you. Filthy, weary, lonely, but special, that's for certain. We don't see folks like you in Whitestone very often. I'm Mayor Eswin Elfhelm, and I'm the closest thing to a friend you've got around here.
Why do I need a friend?
Some call it war. I call it survival. The Motor's mining interest left an empty throne when it abandoned Apotea, and now everyone wants that power. The people here, the decent, honest, hard-working people of Apotea, have been through enough. Starvation, humiliation. They needed a leader, one who cares. My goals are simple. To stop the war in Whitestone, and to rescue it from the brink of extinction. And you can help me. What do you say? Partners?
What do you need me to do?
I like you. You're not a fool. Want to know what you're getting into? Well,
Yeah.
I think big, but I'm smart enough to start small. I need a person who can do both. I want you to acquire something for me. Something that rightfully belongs to me.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I guess I'll give it a shot.
There's a man named Adolf Scoria, patriarch of the most prominent mining family in Apotea. Months ago, I bought his family mine. It wasn't cheap. Now Adolf refuses to surrender the property. In fact, he's gone into hiding and won't meet with me. I need you to acquire what is legally mine. The deed to his claim. Modus Mining stored all the records in its old headquarters east of the village. But the building has long since been overrun. Get that deed, and we're in business. Probably in that relic of a building that was once Motus headquarters. Now a haven for thugs and criminals. Near the cemetery to the east.
Alright, simple enough. Just head over there and get the deed. Take a little peek in here, though. Oh, it's a very hard chest. Is anybody looking at me? Oh, yeah, they both are. I'm gonna wait for that to go down. And see if I can just get away with this. Alright. I'll use a Prismere on that one. Nothing very interesting. Oh, get the gauntlets, I suppose. Check that pile of gold, too. Fey votive? That's new. Wonder if that's the thing that she needed me to steal. Interesting. What does the map say is down there? Unlock the pass. Oh, that's where the stuff I needed to steal was. Then what the hell is that votive? That's weird. Alright, I'll use another Prismere on this one and see what's down there. Ah, more unlocking to do. I can see why she said you need keys. At least there's a lockpick down there, I suppose. That'll help. Oh man, more very hard. My last Prismeer. Still, I did say I'd save my Prismeers for the very hards. And that got me in here, so what did I need to steal? Huh. Probably none of those. Just need to leave now? It's weird. Yeah, I guess there's nothing else to do in here, so. Now that it's unlocked, though, I should be able to come back if need be. Oh, no, there's another door. Oh, jeez. Alright, this one I'm going to have to do manually. Up close. Ooh. Nope, so it's... Wow, this one is going to be tricky. As I get it. Alright, so the sweet spot on the very hards is really tiny. Sweet. Alright. Nice longsword, some lockpicks, and confession. You find a ragged document written in a shaky hand. It is a signed confession by the former mayor of Whitestone, Mayor Takalari. Why would Lena be so interested in this? I don't know. Let's take a little look at it. Wow, I've got a lot of things right now. To my favorite docent, I must offer my apologies for not being present upon your return to the Rathir chapter house. Continued ponderings regarding the intricacies of the magics involved in the Sunstone artifact you recovered have compelled me to attempt an experiment of sorts. Should you receive this missive in time, please consider yourself welcome to join me. I will be found atop the spire of Kreeneth Tintri, Skycrown Mountain as it is called. It shouldn't be difficult to find, as it is the only mountain in all of Arathel. That makes it easier. Savant Athan Engar. P.S. Consider the copper ring accompanying this letter as an official symbol of your promotion to the rank of Adept. Congratulations. Oh. I think I see why she wanted that. But to confirm, let's go have a little chat with her. See what she's got to say. We're a quick way down. I'm going to have to go all the way back, I think. Yeah, it's a closed room, isn't it? Alright. Guy's got a heck of a mansion, though. Heck of a mansion. Good security, too. That was 3 Prismeer lockpicks, wasn't it? Whew. Alright.
What the dust brought in?
Let me check out that, I know I got an armor in there, the Louis Vuitton's gauntlets. Oh, plus 10% physical damage, that's actually not bad. Oh, no, they're nowhere near as good as my gauntlets of Jotun strength, though. Oh well, I'll pawn them somewhere soon. I think I can go to one of the thief camps and pawn it there. So I'll do that. Steal the deed? I thought I just had to turn it in. Alright, so I want to turn in that, let me talk to Lena next. Where is she? Ooh, all the way over there, of course. I thought she'd be in town still. That's weird. Still, I'm curious about my suspicion for there, so I'm going to head straight over there. See what I can find out. Should just be able to follow the roads, I suspect. More Darkvari outlaws. Oh yeah, that guy in the cage was telling me the Darkvari aren't well thought of in this area. I guess that's why. There's a bunch of outlaws roaming the roads. Makes sense. Alright, can I tag this? Sweet, there's Modus Mining, so I can teleport back there if need be. And there's another cave right up ahead. which I can't tag, so I'm guessing that's the prison. But here's the sun camp. Excellent.
Hi there. I've been following your progress from a safe distance, of course.
Of course.
Can I have the document now?
What do you give me for it?
What will I give you? You're thinking like a traveler after all. Very good. Isn't that the way of Whitestone? Everyone has to get paid. So what do you want?
Tell me about the document. That's what I really want.
It's not your concern. Acquiring it was the important thing. Now that it's safe, it needs to be given to the proper parties so it can be destroyed.
I'll just take it.
You're just going to hand over that piece of paper for free? You wouldn't last a day in the Travelers, my friend. But I guess that's for the best. Here, you have to take something for your trouble. Go on, have some of my stuff. I can always get more, or steal it.
Good way of looking at it. Just some white quality equipment.
See you.
Alright, well, while I'm over here, let's go ahead and stop into the sun camp, because I'm probably going to need to get some more side quests here, and definitely going to need to advance the storyline for the Travelers Guild quest as well. Yeah, there's a side quest right there.
Hello there.
I think it'll be most efficient if I get as many side quests as I can right off the bat, so I can just be doing them as I'm running around. Alright, looks like I need to go up to get that one. Can be a little tricky to tell sometimes, but I think that's what it's telling me. No, not quite. Or maybe I did.
Sir?
The guy's on the move.
Looks like you're used to dust on your feet. Willing to help an old tinker collecting some iron?
Why do you need iron?
Make my trade as a tinker, fixing pots and spades and shovels for common folk. But with the war on, iron's been scarce. I'm too old to go around scrounging for bits and scraps. If you find any iron components on your travels, I'll pay well for them.
Yeah, I'll see what I can turn up.
That's good. Iron isn't exactly like gold. It should be pretty commonplace if you look. Or even some time at Briente's forge might help. But I'm a tinker, mind you, not a smith. I can't work with finished pieces. I need iron components.
I mean, you should be able to smelt them down, but I have iron components for you.
Music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it.
Oh, simple enough.
Farewell.
Nice. Alright, yeah, that'll work.
Nice to see a bit of foot traffic by my old store. Fancy a bit of work collecting some iron?
Huh.
Farewell.
Still got a yellow circle around them, but I think I'm done there. So, let's see, what else do we need to do around here? Something over here, it looks like? Yeah.
So, we have a new arrival in Sun Camp. I have heard tell of a traveler, a true thief with skills in metal. I assume that is you. Your arrival is a blessing of the Hierophants. I hope it will distract my camp from these idiotic rumors of Grim Onwig and his crusade.
I'm looking for work.
Very well. There are enough travelers in this camp speaking of this Grim Onwig. We must show that the work still waits. You are versed in our order, and we esteem the blessed Hierophant highly here. Go to the shrine in camp and pray if you wish for work. A poorly made joke, surely. You must pray before the shrine of the Hierophant. Blessed be the all-seeing eyes of our guide.
So she's even more fanatical about the Hierophant than the other ones I've seen. But what about these rumors?
Yes, he wishes to change countless years of tradition because of a misplaced personal grudge, apparently. That can't end well.
I suspect it's not going to end well for somebody.
You would do well to not question those higher than yourself, child. And the Hierophant is not one to be questioned by anyone. From the Hierophant we are given prophecies, portents. The travelers are blind, but the Hierophant sees clearly and leads them to prosperity.
Farewell.
Ooh, I see a skill trainer here. Stop by them real quick. See if that's something I can actually make use of.
How may I help? The blessing of the Hierophant be with you. There's a whole world of hidden secrets you can learn with my training, if you're willing to pay.
Yeah, I've got more money than sense. Oh, that's nope. That's spot hidden. I'm definitely good with that. So, no dice there, but let's go talk to the Hierophant. Here we go.
So the Shade has come to Sun Camp. I have seen what happened to Phasmer, such a tragedy. Lucky that you escaped it. I am reminded of a desert parable. An eagle, proud and fierce, was told that none could fly higher than the sun, and that the sun saw all. The eagle took flight with its great wings to block out the sun's light. It could not blot all the light, but it always cast its prey in shadow.
Alright, where are you going with that?
You mean who is the eagle, who is the sun, and who is the prey? The lessons of parables lay in the mind of the listener. But you have come. I will have need of such obedience, from what is being said of Grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. The travelers will learn who provides for them and who should occupy their thoughts. And your work will be the conduit for this message.
Alright, where's this going?
Whereas you stole many treasures earlier, you steal one now. The Master's Pick. It is said to open any lock.
Ooh.
I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Elorin Create. Find her in the Odessa laboratories.
I don't know if it's just a quest item, but I want it.
It is an artifact of great power, sought after by all thieves and rogues, for it is said that no lock may withstand its magics.
Anything else I should know then?
There is some form of confusion around this item. It was on Aloran, but it is unclear if something has occurred. Strike quickly. There is some manner of uncertainty at work here.
I'm guessing that uncertainty has to do with our good friend Grim Onwig.
Hey there.
But while I'm here, let me just go ahead and sell a couple items. Especially since I've got a couple of items that are stolen. So I'm going to want to pawn them at a traveler's camp where they are actually willing to take them off me. Alright, so before I do that, let me do a quick run through my items. Make sure I didn't get any cool upgrades. Ooh. No, I want to keep the Gentleman's Favor right now because it's got that plus 20% physical damage and the plus piercing damage too. That's really nice. So as far as armor, let me double check there real quick. And no, I think I'm still happy with everything I've got. Oh, stout kite, my kite shield's busted. Shoot, that explains a couple things. Let me repair that real quick. It shouldn't take long. Alright, cool. So now, just to double check. Yep, kite shield is still what I want there. So before I sell, let me see what I can break down. Because that'll save some time as well. Keep getting me those sweet components I need for crafting. Yep, I thought I saw a forge in here. Alright, obviously gonna salvage the green quality stuff. And then I know I don't need that. And get rid of the Hammer of Execution. The Stout Curious. Oh, nothing. That stinks. Now we'll go back up in the cell. See what we can get rid of. At this point, money isn't an issue. I just need to clean out my inventory a little bit. So let's sell. Ooh. What do we want to sell? Let's sell Kellerak sword, the stout hammer. Yeah, let's sell Kellerak sword, the stout hammer, and I think that's it for right now. Come on. Read it?
Happy to see another face in Sun Camp. Want to do some trading?
Yeah, let's see what we can get rid of. Kellerak sword, sell. Stout hammer, sell. Ooh, I forgot to actually look at, or no, I did look at those and they weren't great. Yeah, right, so sell those off right away. Helm of Hideous Visage. No, let's get rid of that. Gauntlets of Arland. Well, it's got that plus damage with hammers, but I think I'm better off. Oh, that is really nice. No, I'm going to hang on to that for a little bit. And the Reinforced Chausis. It gives me more straight armor. But I think I am going to get rid of that. I can't see myself switching to it anytime soon. Alright, and while I'm in here, let's sell off. Do I have a bunch of greater healing potions? Am I using those? Yeah, I do have a bunch of greater healing potions. Alright, so let's sell off my minor healing potions and my minor mana potions. Just to free up those slots. And because they're really not doing enough compared to some of the other things I've got going on. And then I'll scroll all the way down. Fey Votive, I don't know what this is supposed to be for. I don't know, sell it off for right now. And that should be good.
So long.
Alright, I got an achievement for selling a stolen item, it looks like. Good deal. Alright, and there is one other thing to do in camp. I think that might be another death notice. I'm not sure.
Hi.
Let's find out. Oh no, shoot, that's not... Why is it still marking him?
Don't suppose you've had word of our Gene. And music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it.
Well, I don't know why he's still marked. I need to get that changed. Because tasks, jeez. Why on earth would I want any tasks in there? Alright, let's take care of the deed to the mine next. That seems like a nice convenient thing to try, and it's right here. Ooh, nice building on the outside. Ooh, not so much on the inside. It looks pretty, but a little torn up.
Who are you? A bandit? A scavenger? State your business here.
My time with Mortis Mining left me the wiser in terms of potion craft. Most of my spare time is spent experimenting with new reagent combinations.
Alright, so he doesn't really have all that much to say. That's interesting. Alright, yeah, so...
Goodbye.
Whatever I'm here for, it's not him, but wow, there's another quest giver in here too? Jeez.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? If you're from the village, you can tell Mayor Eswin that I'm not interested in any other deals he may wish to offer. This discovery belongs to everyone, and it will not be used to further one man's agenda.
Oh, so it sounds like the mayor is the douchebag in this situation, as usual.
Why yes, I most certainly am. Fascinating. You seem to have stumbled upon the Commonite all on your own. Well done, my friend. Well done. If I find enough samples of this incredible resource, it may just be enough to convince Motus to return. If they do, that means Apatir has a fighting chance. Carry on with your search.
So that is that Colemanite I found earlier. I was thinking that was going to be used for a quest at some point.
My research suggests that the veins run beneath all of Apatir, so I would search the mines. Of course, You're the one who would confirm whether my research is accurate.
True, true. Alright,
Goodbye.
so yeah, I'm on that quest now. Let's see. Alright, it's not even theft to take it, so just go ahead and take it. I kinda don't want to give it to him, but I also kinda don't want to turn down a quest. Modest Mining wants you. That sounds interesting. Let's check this out. Modus Mining Interest is now hiring all able-bodied and experienced hewers, groovers, pitmen, pit brow lasses, and banksmen for continued operation into tier. If you are in receipt of this letter, then it means you have been selected as a potential employee and are considered eligible to work for Modus Mining Interests under provisional contract immediately. Please bring this letter with you to your nearest representative, who will direct you accordingly. Modus Mining Interests. Nice little advertising letter right there. Alright, so is there anything else in here that we need to do? Looks like there's a secret door right there. I'm not actually seeing anything on my map. Is it over here somewhere? Oh, it doesn't seem like it. Strange, I wonder why that's... It might be at a different level than me as well. That's always possible. Anything else to check out in this little building? Well, what I came for, I suppose. Which looks like it's downstairs? Oh, it's just the exit, maybe? Yeah, it's just the exit. Alright, back to town then. Alright, so time to talk to the mayor. See what he wants to do about the mine deed.
Well done. I was worried the Zungar boys might give you a bit of trouble.
So, what's next?
I was right about you. I have an eye for promise, you know. Prospecting, as the locals would call it. I've noticed your weapons. I assume you know how to use them? It's a pity, but the only way to clean up Whitestone will be to get them dirty. We've received news that Adath Scoria might be hiding out with the Sinric family in their old Terrenium quarry. Get down there and take a look. See what you can see. The quarry is very near, and the canyon to the south. It's the most important facility in Apotir. Not a piece of ore can be refined without it. It's a pity the Sinric family won't let anyone inside.
Well, I am going to need to check out mines anyway, so that sounds like another nice little twofer. So, how's about we head down that way now?
Be on your guard.
Let's take a look. Oh, no, haven't been there yet. Alright, so... let's head over to the Dark Vari mine next. Since that's close by, and I do need to keep hitting all those mines in the area, I think. Let's see. Here we go. Sweet. Oh, looks like, again, there's a couple things to do in there. So that'll be nice and convenient. Have to kill all the bandits in there. And then retrieve Steeg's nest egg. Whatever that's gonna be. Should be interesting. And probably find another piece of the ore in there. Ooh, and I got another achievement, Cartographer, which I know was for finding a whole bunch of locations. I don't know exactly how many, but that's cool. Come on. Oh man. Oh, I got all of them. Did I kill them? Oh, I did kill all of them. That is sweet. Love Wrath so much. When it works like that, so good. I was hoping to get the bulk of them, but that was all of them. Sometimes it's got a little bit bigger of a range than it looks like. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, so I see him down there. And oh, he's coming up to meet me. That's nice of him. Nice. One-shotting him. And you too. Very nice. Nothing interesting. Alright. Masters Fey Blades of Bloodshed. Nice name, if nothing else. so Steeg's nest egg should be right up on that cliff, so I'll have to take the long way to it. And luckily, my map's showing me traps now. You can see them as those little, like, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Looks kind of like a sun on the map. And, oh, yeah, I get little components for disarming them as well. So that's cute. Easy unlock. I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, that was pretty easy. So, head around here. Gotta remember to search the mining carts, because I think that's where I found it last time, the ore anyway. So I'll keep checking there as I'm going, and killing outlaws. Nice. Alright, I see more coming from this direction. Ooh, he got caught in the bear trap. That's awesome. Didn't even get it to finish his sentence. Darkvari, don't something. I wasn't really concerned about the rest. I'm going to assume it was Darkvari, don't survive long when I'm around, since that'd be the most accurate. Nice. Still hate it when it leaves him with no pixels of health. Alright, nothing in there. Well, not the ore I'm looking for anyway. Let's keep looking. Average lockpick. Sweet. Getting lucky on those right now. I can't remember if I already got the achievement for picking locks or not. Either way, it is just satisfying to be able to take care of them nice and clean. Alright, I don't see anything else down here. So let's continue searching. And the nest egg should be right up here. And a trap, so I gotta be a little careful. Yep, bear trap. So they give components now, but not good components. That's a little disappointing. Mysterious parchment. So let's see what his nest egg actually consists of. Oh, where is it? Should be right in here, right? Huh. Did I miss it? Am I just scrolling right past it? No, here it is. Huh. Oh, it's acting weird on me. Let's try that again. Nope, I can't inspect it. That's weird. I can't tell if it's a bug or not. But whatever the mysterious parchment is, I've got nothing I can do with it. Alright, so I'd like to explore a little bit more, like I said, and see if I can find that ore. I've already explored most of it. I just sort of missed that that one leg in the back. So let's see if I can rush over that way. Just head to the end of that and see what's all the way down there. Oh, standing right there too. Just missed it. Ooh, the mantis's legs. That sounds interesting. Lots of boxes to break. That's always nice for me. Still love that sound. Very satisfying. And that range on this sword is so nice. Taking him out from downtown. You know, I should probably be a little more concerned that she's feeding the tavern patrons rat meat. I don't know if they are aware that it's rat meat. I sure hope so. Alright, got some more culminite. That was 2 samples in there instead of just 1. That's weird. Wonder why. I figured it would be 5 samples, 5 mines, but... Well, that'll save me the time. I will keep keeping an eye out whenever I hit mines, though. Make sure I can get those last ones. So I thought maybe the first one might have been in a mining cart. It might have been, but that one that I just got was definitely in a chest. So I have to take that into account as I move forward. And somebody right here, that's interesting.
Hello. You don't know me, but I've been following you. My name's Hrindi. That parchment you carry, it belongs to me, as Steg always meant it to be a wedding gift. Now, if you please, hand it over.
Well, this doesn't seem suspicious at all. But you loved Steg.
Perhaps I did, but he won't be able to care for me. He can hardly care for himself. How easily he was captured. No, but perhaps you're right. He doesn't deserve this, not from me. There are few gentle souls left in Apatir. I'd hate to kill the last. I'll face the world alone, then.
Huh. So she was screwing him. Not in the good way, in the bad way. It wasn't a Romeo and Juliet thing, it was a Juliet and horribly, horribly idiotic Mark. That's kind of sad. Alright, so let's head into town and break the bad news to Steg. That's unfortunate. At least I got the piece of paper back for him, whatever the heck it is. So maybe he can get out of this with something. At least.
So damn hot.
Things in Whitestone are looking up. We're getting a handle on these outlaws. Believe me.
If by getting a handle on you mean killing all of them, I really am.
Not bad. Dark Bari aren't icy killers like the Zungar, but they can handle their own, as can you. Here's your pay.
Alright.
So long.
So where is Steg? Oh, he's down there. I'll drop off my rat meat while I'm here, since I keep getting it. Which I probably should just stop doing. I don't need the money.
Hey there, how can I help?
Rat meat.
I thought I could smell meat on you. Thanks a lot.
Smelled meat on me. In Bonetown. Ah, still amazing. Still amazing.
What are you looking at?
Alright, so that's all that. So where's Steg again? Alright, he's a little bit off to the southeast, so let me go ahead and mark him in my quest log, I think, while I'm in the area. And that'll guide me to him. Yeah, if I take the northern road, I think that'll get me there easiest. Is there anywhere I can teleport there? Oh, actually, Modus Mining Headquarters. Get me there quicker, save some time. Yeah, that'll do well. Yeah! Just head up this big bridge, it looks like. After I take care of these guys. That's one, and the other one's too far away to bother. Oh no, he's on the underside of the bridge, it looks like. So, oops, dang it. I thought this would be a nice little shortcut, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk around a little bit. Still shorter than it could have been, though. I'll take it. Alright, Steg, where you at? I see that chest, I'll come back to you. Oops. Yeah, just stand there passively, Steg. Don't help me out or anything. Oh, more Cobalt Nightblades with their stupid bombs. What are they even doing around here? I don't know, but I think that's all of them. No, I am going to stop with the giant meat. I don't care about that quest.
You haven't laid eyes on Hrindi, have you? She is bright, graceful, like an oasis on a summer's day. I was sure she would be here. She said the stars themselves wouldn't wait as long as she would.
Oh. Yeah, she's gone, dude.
What do you mean she's gone? Was her fear too great? Did she choose to stay behind? I had a feeling this would happen. In the end, I couldn't make her happy.
Oh, and then I have to choose what to tell him. That's exactly what happened.
I knew it. Ever since we met, I've had a feeling that one so enchanted could never belong to one man. And what kind of man was I? All that time in the cage, I convinced myself of something that never really was. Your help, your friendship, was worth more than gold. Please, keep the parchment. It is a map drafted by my grandfather. It reveals the locations of all the Darkvari hordes in Apatir.
Ooh. Well, I'm not sure I did the right thing. I maybe should have just told it to him straight, but... well, it is what it is. He's not the brightest of guys. No. Alright, so what do I want to do next? Where am I even? Alright, so... let's go for the Cyrenaic family quest next. So I can head down to that mine as well and get the ore. And that one, I think I should just be able to... yeah, take this road south. Oops, once I get to the top of the canyon anyway. And that'll be another task done and some more ore obtained. Oh, another mine located. Cool, cool. Getting lots of nice stuff today in this run. Alright, so it looks like this one's an actual mine dug straight down in the earth rather than most of the mines I've seen which have been dug into walls. That's cool. I like this layout. Cyrenaic Quarry. Alright. Certainly spacious. I see another lore stone too. Tons of enemies as well. Let's get the lore stone first.
The bird turned to leave, but again Rattlesnake stopped her. I'm sorry to trouble you again, Desert Runner, but your patterns are so beautiful and my scales are plain. Can you bring me a pattern like yours? I will paint on your back with my feet, Desert Runner said. That is why Rattlesnake is decorated with diamonds.
Alright, cute. Cute. So let's clean out some of these outlaws and then head on in. Alright. Should be plenty. Into the quarry we go. Alright. This one reminds me a lot of the cave, or that entrance did remind me a lot of the cave from the very beginning of the game. But I suppose that little twist there isn't a entirely unused area. We've seen that in a whole bunch of caves. Just get nostalgic, maybe. At least the caves within an area, they do a pretty good job at differentiating them. The purple crystals are nice. A little bit of visual differentiation. A little bit of variety, visual flair. Lots of other words.
Down you go!
So if you've watched the stream for a while, you've probably heard me talk about, me and some of the other chatters talk about the future of the Amalur franchise as it was planned before 3-8 Studios went under. And there's actually two interesting things that have come of that in the past week. Number one, the lawsuit against them has been settled. 3-8 Studios is going to have to pay, I think, around $4 million back to the government for the big loan they took out to make this game, and they never paid back. Although it's my understanding they won't actually... Kurt Schilling himself won't actually have to pay any of it. It'll come out of the 3-8 Studios insurance policy, because that's how business works these days. And number two is I found out that this was actually supposed to be a standalone game, but it was going to be a proof of concept, and probably, I imagine, they were going to be using a bunch of the assets. And there was going to be a entire Amalur MMO that was going to be 3-8 Studios' second game. There's actually a trailer out there if you look hard enough for it, but nothing ever came of it, of course.
Who are you? What are you doing all the way down here? You'd think the Cynrics would be enough to keep anyone away.
I'm here to find you.
An agent of that snake Eswin, no doubt. You're not the first one he sent to scare me from my mine. I'll tell you what I've told the rest. That claim is Scoria property. You can kill me, but it won't matter. Politicians come and go, they follow the money. But a man protecting his land will never leave it. You tell him that. If you wish to do the right thing, and there is a right thing, meet me later. I'll be staying with allies in Whitestone. It's the last place Eswin would look. Together you and I can save Apotia.
Kind of funny, because that's exactly what the mayor said.
I'm in hiding from Eswin's hired swords. Men and women like you. But I can see that you're a reasonable person. Do the right thing. Come see me again. We have no leaders here. We are a family. I speak for the miners of Scoria only because I'm tired of the treatment and I care not if I live or die. To the fires with the Darkvari, the Sinriks, and the Zungars. They chose their paths, as we did Scoria's. There is still such a thing as pride, as dignity.
Alright.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. What am I doing here? You should try living in a village where the mayor wants you dead. The miners of Apotia know Sinrik Quarry well. It's a second home to most of us, where we once extracted Tyrenium and exported it to Edessa. While I don't agree with what the Sinriks are doing to survive, I do respect their refusal to back down. What has that snake told you? That I sold him Scoria mine? I would never do such a thing. Just because he lives in the mayor's house doesn't mean he's a man of honor. Came here 6 months ago saying he was going to revitalize Whitestone. Ever since, my people have been captured or killed by his marauding hired swords. I remember when my uncles brought me to see it for the first time. Not long after the gnomes hired Papa Kester to be the first of our foremen. I found it beautiful. We have mined it for decades. No new mayor is going to take from us what has been earned through sweat and heartache.
Yeah, see, I can see how the mayor might be doing the right thing, because he has had me clean out bandits. And cleaning out bandits seems like a nice, worthy goal. But on the other hand, you know, he kept talking about getting my hands dirty. And he says somebody's been murdering his people. And so, you know, I believe that. I think the mayor has been trying to murder people to get ahead in here. And I'm not down with that. So I'm going to meet with him in town and see what he suggests we do next. And then we'll go from there. How's that sound? Alright, ooh, more culminite. There we go. So that's 4 or 5 samples. Not bad. Not bad. So I'll do a quick run through the mine. That one was in a mining cart again, so I don't think there's any real consistency as to where I'm going to be finding it. So I'll just search everywhere in the mines, make sure I'm being thorough. In which case, there was that one mine I passed on the way here. I might just want to run back there and see what I can... see if it's just in there. I can pick it up on the way back and have that taken care of. I don't think I had any quests to do in that cave itself. But still, no harm in checking it out, I don't think. Oops. Oh, come on. Right here. There we go. Ooh. Named chest plate. I think it was a chest plate anyway. Oh, a robe. I don't care about a robe, but that is a nice robe. Alright, so that should have been the entire cave. Yes? Yes. Let's get out of here and continue knocking quests out of the park. Lining them up, knocking them all down. Feeling productive again tonight. Feeling good. So, let us keep rocking through this. Good pace. Liking the desert area so far. Feels reasonably well paced. Definitely having the different scenery feels nice. After all the forested areas and the mountain area didn't really feel all that different. So just having all the reds and yellows of this area is nice. All right, so the Snaketail Grotto. Looks like that one isn't on my map. So that one, I don't even know if it is a mine. I'll swing by. Or, you know, maybe if I check that quest, it might actually tell me where the last one is. Let's see. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Collect iron components? No. Shoot. Or, oh, was it the Scoria mine? Oh, I think it might have been the Scoria mine, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that I walked by but didn't go in. Let's double check before we head back to town. I don't think this looks familiar, so that might have been it. Map says that I haven't been in here before. Excellent. And there's a friendly in here. What's he doing?
What do you want? I don't know you, and you don't look Scoria, so you'd best be on your way. This mine is ours, so long as the Terrenium remains. Those are the terms of the deed. He can talk to Motor's mining interests in Hollowlands if he wishes to dispute it.
Alright, so that was the deal, is once the Terrenium one ran out, he'd get the mine. But since the Terrenium didn't run out, he started getting antsy. So it looks like I'm going to have to come back here maybe once I settle that whole issue as to ownership, and then maybe they'll let me in. That sounds fair. Kind of got eager to explore it, but that's fine. So back to town then. I've got a couple things to take care of there. Sorry if you hear my mic clicking off occasionally. I am a little sniffly today, so I'm trying to save you as much as possible.
Hello.
The indignity of listening to me sniffling and blowing my nose.
Things in Whitestone are looking up. We're getting a handle on these outlaws. Believe me. It's sad. I think Sinric once had a heart for me, until I lopped off 2 of his fingers. You did the right thing. Here's your pay.
Alright, I think that was all the job board quests.
The Bone Wall is where we post bounties and contracts. I'm sure you can guess how it got its name. So long.
Alright, what is next in town? Alright, there's the mayor, but I thought I wanted to talk to that other guy first. Where's he at? Well, it looks like I do have to go to the mayor next. That's odd.
Mind yourself.
Alright, well, if that's what it wants me to do, let's stop in there and talk to him. I'll save real quick in case I'm missing something screamingly obvious, as I want to do.
Well, you wouldn't return unless you had something to tell me, am I right?
Why did you lie?
Oh, I'd have laid it out for you, did he? Should have expected that. Well, let me put it this way. The days of the family mines are over. A new order has come to Apotir. The Darkvari, Sinrics, and the Zungars. I will deal with them in time. But the Scorias, they are different. They have the people's respect. And that is powerful. Listen to me carefully. If you walk away from this, from me, you will no longer be welcome in Whitestone. So tell me, friend, are we still partners?
Why should I stay?
Do you have any choice? You just wait. Without me, without Whitestone, Apotir will continue to dry up like the husk it's become. But we can stop it. We organize all the claims under single ownership, mine, and work with the gnomes to get the ore flowing again. Prosperity will return, and with it, the people.
Like, that is a really, really good plan, but he's also murdering people to do it. I don't know. That's a tricky one. And again, I'm overthinking it, but I'm just a total Boy Scout. I don't know. I'm gonna tell him no.
This is a decision you will regret. You have my word on that.
I don't know. That really is tricky, because I do think his plan has some merit to it. It's just he's going about it the worst way possible. The worst way, of course, being murdering lots of people. So let's see if I can find him. See what he's got to say about all this. Upstairs from here? Upstairs. Alright. No time for napping.
You came back? I'd hoped to the heavens, but... Well, it's hard to trust hope when you've lost everything. I have a proposition for you, if you're willing to take a risk to do what's best for the people of Apotir.
What do you propose?
Our family mine is all we have left, and Eswin wishes to take that from us as well. He knows, as I do, that Scoria Mine still bleeds the valuable ore, and he wants it.
Why should I help you?
The reason is simple. Eswin is an outsider, yet he wishes to steal all that the people of Apotir have built, have slaved over. He has no right to this land. Don't you see? At heart, down deep beneath the finery and heavy pockets, he is a common criminal, a thug like his men.
He's not wrong. I'll help you.
Go to the mine and recover a sample of Tyrenium and bring it back to me. Sounds like a simple task, doesn't it? You just wait. Take this ring. It is a Scoria family heirloom. It will help earn my cousin's trust. They guard the mine from bandits and mercenaries.
As we saw. Alright.
It is across the trench near the empty old Motus headquarters. You'll find my cousins inside. They stay in the mine to defend it against Eswin's thugs.
Alright, so we've made our decision on that front. So we head back downstairs. And we'll head to the mine and see what happens. Well, first, let me use the Sagecraft altar real quick, strengthen my gems. Always good to do that when I get the opportunity. And especially this way, I don't have to do all my shopping in one big go, because that can, I feel, get super boring. Alright, so hopefully when I get into the mine to get the Tyrenium sample, then that will be where I get the opportunity to find that other ore sample that I need too. Again, 2 birds with 1 stone. We've been doing a lot of that this session. I like that. Alright. That's taken care of. So, out we go. Cool. I feel like we really are getting a lot done today. I'm happy about that. Hey, Batch Gaming TV. Hey, what are you doing? How are you doing this evening, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for following. Just playing some Kingdoms of Amalur here. Alright, yeah, so it looks like the sample is over there. So let's stop in there and take care of both of those quests. I doubt this will finish off the quest for the mine ownership. There's going to be more steps to that, but this will be the last piece of ore we
I'm
need.
reluctant to ask who you are. You see, we've had many visitors lately, and every one of them has meant us harm. I am Thelgood Scoria, and this is my mine.
I'm here for a sample.
This mine is Scoria owned and operated, and I'm not about to let some scraggly pit pony go out saying it. Besides, we've had to shut down operations on account of the beasties. Not the ones outside. These are new. A few days ago in the stope, we struck something.
Oh no.
What came out of that hole was nothing like I'd seen. Killed most of my men. Now we can't go down there. And neither can you. So turn around and start walking.
So we're 60 hours in, and now we finally get to the guy that dug too deeply and too greedily. I'm here working for death.
You know our death? Well, you look like the kind of person he'd drag into the middle of this. Desperate. But it's your choice. Have a go. I'm not going to bury you.
I'll take it, I guess. Guess I presumably won't need burial after I kick my ass. Kick my ass. Kick ass through here. Alright. Yeah, I kind of figured it was Niscaro when he talked about something unbelievable. Oh, wow, they did a lot of damage. Nice! Oh, sweet. Was my best Niscaro fight yet. Let's see if I can hit the other two before this runs out. It'll be tough, but so much damage right now. Nice. Alright, wow. Alright, that was fantastic. Basically couldn't have asked for better than that fight. I will take it. Alright, so where am I exploring here? So I'm kind of at a junction here. Let's check what we gotta do. Alright, let's check out this dead end first. See if there's any goodies down here, any ore samples I might need. And I'm curious if I'm actually going to find where those Niscaro were coming from. Did he just sort of happen upon a cave where they're just hanging out, or is there something causing them to appear? That's the real question here. Alright. So none of the stuff I needed there, so it must be in the other big branch up to the north. So let's hit that next. Keep checking chests along the way. Now, you may notice if you've been watching a while, I keep picking up all of these crafting materials and just doing nothing with them. And that's okay. You know, I've got a decently big inventory, despite the fact I'm struggling with inventory management pretty much every session. But on the other hand, I am going to be happy at the end of the game when I start getting real the big fight. I can just craft whatever potions I want. Holy crap, there's a lot of that. Sorry for getting distracted. That is the most Niscaro I've ever fought in one go. Whew, if it wasn't for this build I've got going now, that could have been really dangerous. But luckily I had that skill that makes me immune to knockback. That was my saving grace right there. Oh, that could have gotten really dangerous. I don't even know what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, so I'm thinking, I've got this big stockpile, and what I'll do is in the end game, I'll just use that to craft a whole bunch of end game potions. Because I haven't been really using potions, because I am a hoarder in role-playing games, of course. So I think it will be nice just to be able to have those when I go to the final encounter, when I don't have anything left to lose and no reason not to just waste everything at once. Just be throwing around potions willy-nilly. It'll be nice to have the resources to be able to just say, alright, I'm going to make whatever I want to make and not even think about the rest. That is exactly my plan, and that is a Niscaro Lord back there. Ooh, so let's do this. These guys can be dangerous. Oh, Tyrant, sorry. Wow, look at that. That didn't happen. Wow, look at this. Luckily, he's range, so he's taking damage pretty quickly. And he's down. Those guys are scary. Alright, let me know if my volume level is still a bit loud, because I know sometimes the fight music can get a little bit overwhelming. So if you had trouble hearing me during that fight, please let me know, and I'll do what I can to adjust my volume a teensy bit. Oh, but that was cool. I like fighting those guys, because even when they do go down fairly quickly like that one did, those fights just feel like a big deal. And that's important in any video game, especially one that lasts as long as this does. You want the fights to feel weighty. And maybe they don't for everybody, but that one felt pretty cool for me. Alright, and we continue deeper. That might have been the source of the Niskaru that I was talking about earlier. Could have been. Ooh, named daggers, I think? Nice. Check those out in a bit. Not that I use daggers, but still. I do like to have them on hand for some stupid reason. Alright. Get some nice magic shards, though. And there's the ore sample I needed. Well, one of them anyway. I should still see if the other ore is in here, but I don't see it. Shoot. Ah, this is the last mine too. I was really hoping I'd come across it somewhere in here. I'm gonna make a quick run back. Ah, it seems like such a waste of time, but I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Because I don't want to have to come back all the way through here. It sucks that the quest isn't telling me where that last unusual ore sample is. So I can just say at least where I need to start looking for it. I know he's told me to check the mines, but that really doesn't narrow it down much, does it? There's a ton of mines in the area. Alright, so at least with treasure chests I can tell which ones I've opened and which ones I haven't. And the ones that I've already opened obviously don't have the ore sample in it, because I think I'm at least that observant. That might be giving myself too much credit again, but I feel like I would have noticed. I feel like that much. Shoot, nothing. Well, I've still got business in the area if it's not here. So it's possible there's another mine somewhere nearby. And that one will have the rare ore sample that I need to finish that quest. We'll see. We'll see. We're not going to worry about it right now. You know, I say as I'm worrying about it. We're not going to go out of our way to do anything hasty until we are certain how this is going to play out. For right now, let's just head back and finish the quest we came here to do primarily. Get this ore sample back to the guy in town that needs it, and I assume he's going to hand it over to Modus Mining to show them that the mine's still worthwhile and try to revitalize economic interests that way. Doesn't seem like a terrible plan, does it? Alright, the mine's still putting out materials pretty well. That could work.
You went to Scoria. I wasn't convinced anyone could survive the evils awakened there. But you proved tougher than expected.
So what's next?
Making the mine safe again is a task for another day. Right now we have a more dangerous challenge before us. It's time to kill the mayor of Whitestone.
Crap.
It's the only way. Once he's gone, I can take his place and help save Apotea for its people, not for a man who wishes to be king.
Oh, geez, now we're getting serious. Now we get down to the assassination part. Alright, where's the mayor?
I imagine he sits on his makeshift throne in the mayor's cottage. Go. End his reign before it truly begins.
Oh, jeez. See, I was okay with him doing this politically and through business channels, but now we're talking assassination. Not sure how comfortable I am with that part. But in for a penny, in for a pound, as they say, and I'm already pretty deep into this. So let me save my game while I'm here. And let's head in there, do what needs to be done, I guess.
I know why you're here. You come with but one intent. Please, don't take my head. I beg you.
You belong in prison.
Of course, you have my word. My life is Whitestone's for as long as it takes. Just spare me. I would go to the cage gladly.
Sweet.
Go away.
Still a jerk on the way out, though. Alright. I didn't have to assassinate him. But again, still not 100% sure I'm making the right decision.
Be on your guard.
Let's find out.
It is time for the healing to begin. Eswin's men are mine now, and I will use them to shape a new era, one of rebirth. Your sacrifice has been great, and I will reward you for it. Take this gold and this armor, owned by my family for many generations. Be on your guard. Apotyr is still a deadly place. Healing will take time, but time we have.
Alright. I mean, he sounds sincere, but then again, so did the mayor, briefly. But I guess that is an ending I can live with. So that's what I'll do. I'll live with it. Alright, so let's check once again where we want to go next. So that one is down to Dessa. I don't want to go down there until I have to. That one is, ooh, up in Ironfast. I'll just go ahead and teleport over there and take care of that.
We're fighters here, not toy soldiers.
As long as I can teleport around to where I need to go, this one won't take too long, I don't think. And plus, in here, there'll be another forge I can make use of. Another shop I can sell stuff to.
The halls of Ironfast Keep are at your command, True Shield.
Yeah.
No! What? You bastard! That rotten, useless idiot! How could he do this to me? He said he'd come back! Please, you must be mistaken. Please, tell me it's someone else. That fool. Go away, please.
Just running through the stages of grief there. Sorry. Definitely not the most pleasant of jobs. Alright, so like I said, let's go hit the forge. Drop off some stuff, break down some stuff, I should say.
Brother?
Maybe sell a couple things.
Greetings.
Alright, let me make sure real quick I don't have anything. I didn't pick up anything sweet recently. But no, I don't think so, again. Wow, no, that sucks. I need to drop off those Burroughs boots somewhere because I don't seem to be able to sell them, but I might not be able to, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. I don't think I have anything to break down, though. I thought I had more stuff since then. Curious sucks. I can get rid of that. I'll go ahead and get rid of all these blues. I'm comfortable with that. There we go.
Shield, brother.
Do I need to keep that staff around? Let me check that out as well. I haven't found anything better, so yeah, I'll keep that. But let me sell Mantis's legs and the fangs. Yeah, that sounds good.
Need a new weapon? That's me.
That puts us over 1.6 million. You know, even being fairly cavalier with my money, I'm just completely, totally burning through, or I'm not burning through, the opposite of burning through, just stockpiling cash, literally faster than I can spend it. That's pretty fantastic. It's really weird to go back and think about the very early streams when I was playing this game. And I was looking at trainers like 15,000 for training? How am I ever going to get 15,000 gold? And now just running around with 1.6 million because I literally can't get rid of it. That's kind of funny. Alright, so where's the next death notice is the question. I don't see it anywhere in the immediate area. But I know I've got 2 more to deliver, so that's odd.
Means you haven't used it.
Yeah, it's still selected, so it might be in the Red Marches where I haven't been yet. So I might want to poke my head up there next. Let's just see what the outside the box is. Alright, that's in Edessa as well. So yeah, I'm going to check up in the Red Marches and see if there's anything I need to explore up there. If there's any more side quests that need to be looked into. And after that, aside from Edessa itself, I will have the entire desert mapped out, I believe. I'll have to take a quick peek and see if I'm missing any dark spots somewhere. Now, of course, the other alternative for the Death Notice quest is that the other 2 Death Notices are in Edessa itself. Because when it comes to big cities, sometimes they don't mark quests intuitively on your map.
Take care and answer him. The sounds are unkind.
But it looks like for my mini-map that there's one right up ahead, so I think I made the right choice coming to the Red Marches. We'll find out in just a few minutes, once I get there anyway. Oops. Hello. Alright, no, I'm going the right way. That just looked really odd on the local map. Or on the overworld map, I should say. Alright, he's going after them. They can handle themselves. I'll leave them to it. Let's see what we have further northward, shall we? Alright, doesn't look good. Got all of them with that one. And they're weak enough that I was able to finish all of them off, even though he was a champion. Good deal. That's another great use for Wrath, is taking care of enemies that I just don't feel like screwing with. Alright, I'm officially in the Red Marches now. Again, these enemies aren't much of threats. And so that's one of the things that probably could have been done better in this game so far. Is they give you a lot of territory to explore, but you over-level it very quickly if you decide to do pretty much everything. And I am doing pretty much everything, so one could argue that might be my fault. But that's where I'm at right now.
Ah, and the footfalls of another wayfarer grace our ears. I'm delighted. I don't suppose you're traveling through Galette, are you? If so, I would not look too hard for anyone. There is not much left to find.
Are you some sort of pilgrim?
Yes, we are pilgrims of a sort. Missionaries might be a more appropriate label. We serve our God and follow his will.
So, what do you mean by not much left to see?
It was quite a miracle. A number of my order, all drawn by common faith, came to the village, and we showed them salvation. There was fire and blood and screaming, yes, much screaming, but all for the glory of the great Balin. Praise be to him.
Damn it. You're saying you murdered them all?
We liberated them, man and woman, Alfar and human. We have delivered them to Balin, to his paradise.
Damn it!
In exchange, our coven will welcome the slumbering Titan, Balin's beloved servitor, into these lands. But would he not? For right now, we will show you paradise.
Freaking cultists! Always with the cultists, I tell ya. At least these guys don't have much in the way of HP. Cultists going around murdering everybody. Not good. Not good at all. See if we can find what is left around here. Oh, hello, quest giver.
You're the one Colm found slaying the Testament? I'm impressed. Well, I'm not here for the Testament. I'm here for gold.
And I've got work for two. Care to make some riches?
Yeah, sure. What happened to you, though?
I was a war-sworn hireling once. Was passed over for promotion one too many times. On my last job, I found a map to a treasure beneath Galette. A friend, Tears, and I gathered a crew to claim it. We found the town in ruins, but we're undeterred. We would get what we came for. Then Tears slipped something into my drink, and the crew left without me. Now I want to beat them to the treasure, and I could use your support.
Why'd they leave you behind?
They wanted to cut me out. That's the only reason I can think of. I'll show those bastards.
I want more than half.
Why, you... Fine. Even a tenth of this treasure will be enough to make us rich. Now, can we go?
Sure, let's get some treasure.
Good. We split the map among the crew, but I know the treasure lies in Galette Caverns. Now, let's move. It's in a cave near the ruins of the town, the Galette Tunnels. I'll meet you inside.
Oh, we can repair stuff. See if I can get some stuff repaired while I'm thinking about it. Actually, that's the only thing that's in really bad shape. That's probably because I've been replacing my equipment so much recently. Nice, nice. Alright, there's another quest giver right up ahead too, so let's stop in there.
So, you made it to our camp. After seeing how you handled yourself against the Testament, I was hoping you might. Those of us in camp trust each other, but aid is not as forthcoming. I will be blunt. The Testament has taken something from me, and I want to recover it intact. But I cannot do it alone.
What'd they take?
My brother Giran.
Ooh.
They did not take him per se, so much as seduce him.
Ah, shit.
He was a promising adept of the Scholia Arcana, and then one day he vanished. When I heard of the Testament's involvement, I feared the worst. I managed to track him here to Galette. Then I discovered just how large the presence of the Testament was in these marches.
Why would he join the Testament? They're crazy.
He would not have. Giran, he was always alone, always with his studies. He was wise, so very wise. There is no chance that he joined the cult willingly. They must have coerced him. Then again, his last letters to me were... No, nothing. Never mind.
So it sounds like he might have in fact drank the Kool-Aid willingly, but yeah, I'll help find him.
Excellent. I have resources at my disposal for a reward if we are successful. I have reason to believe that he is hiding in the ruins that run beneath the marches, this tomb of Ferragnus. I will meet you there. Hopefully, this cult has not sunk its claws too deeply into Giran's mind. The tomb of Ferragnus is an underground ruin beneath the canyon. It might lead us to him. I fear the Testament's presence will be strong in there. They seem drawn to the tomb.
Hopefully somewhere in the tomb we will be able to figure out how to kick this cult's ass overall.
It is a large and ancient Irathi ruin, somehow connected to the complex at the end of the canyon. Legends say it winds and twists beneath the marches like a labyrinth. Many who entered never returned.
All right. So, what else do we want to do in the area? Oh, the tomb's right there. Alright, well, I guess the tomb's right there. May as well do that first and foremost. Oh, but it's down below me, isn't it? Yep. And I'm not sure I see a way. Oh, guess I can try jumping off here. Alright, yeah, that might do the trick. Where am I going? Over to this way? No, looks like I can't get there from here. That's weird. How do I get over to the... Oh, it looks like I've been going from this way, maybe? Yep, there we go. Oh, that is right under the town. That's kind of cool. Or another camp, I suppose. Not much of a town. Well, I'm glad he's coming with me, so I won't feel as bad if things go really wrong. And that's very much a possibility, I think. I'm so much stronger than him, too. No, I don't want rat meat. Not doing that quest today. Looks like I see a bunch of traps marked on my map, but I don't see them yet, so they might be below me. He says I'm supposed to follow him, but he's stuck. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Alright, that got him moving again. Good, good. Sorry, more sneezing as he walks right over that trap. Just triggers all wall. Good deal. Oh, shoot. I thought I could disarm that one, but it went off too fast. Kobolds. Real big. For me anyway. It looks like he would have had a bit of trouble with them. There we go. Is that all of them, I think? Yeah, that should be all of them. So I gotta keep kind of touching him there to keep him moving. I'm gonna keep checking the area for any loot. Oh, come on. Oh, what was that? That slide there. Alright, whatever you need to do, dude. Alright, sweet. Got that one disarmed. And got some tube materials from it. That's nice. And Testament Spirit. Alright. Interesting that it says Belen's Testament. I guess that's the full name of the cult, is Belen's Testament, whereas everyone just keeps calling him the Testament. It's still a very long character name right there. At least it feels like it. Come on, let's keep moving. Another trap over here? Ah, yes, bear trap. Get that disarmed and taken off the map. And we'll continue moving. Oops. Oh, I was looking for the trap and I walked right into it, of course. How did I not notice that? It was right there, too. Alright, I see the next two. So let's see if I can disarm those. Cool. So these have mostly just been giving me basic and weak. Oh, that was giving me a pristine charge. That's better, but I kind of wish I was getting better crafting materials than them, especially since the ability to disarm traps for parts is such a high level ability. Don't just stand there, dude. As the kobold just stands there as well. Guess that's a decent trade-off. Oh, there's more. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, I can't interact with anything like NPCs or traps or chests while I'm in combat mode, while the battle music's playing in the background. And allies can trigger combat mode if they go running after enemies, so sometimes I don't really have much of a choice in the matter. Looks like he ran over in this direction. I'm not sure what he's after. I thought he was heading this way, but maybe not. Yeah, he headed to that dead end. So let's start working our way there as well. Getting some decent goodies along the way. Careful of that trap. Ooh, see that is greater. So I guess it's just percentage based, like when I break down equipment. Just a matter of figuring out what I can get at the moment. Shoot, looks like I have to head down somewhere. I wonder where I do that at. He did come over this way, so there might be a path. Kind of see something right here? No, right here. Oh, that was the stairs I was just on. He definitely came this way. Now, did he run back from here or what? Now, that heads out to the red marches. I don't think he took that. He might have. Where else Oh, that's a death notice thing. Screw that. This is the one I need to be doing. Alright, so he did go through the door. Shoot, that was confusing. Zero, hey, what are you doing? Sorry, I keep saying that this evening. I don't know. How are you doing? How are you doing? Completely spacing out tonight. Saturday night, how are you doing, Zero? Wow, there's a lot of dead people here.
So you're the one my brother dragged here. Why? Did he tell you to save me from the Testament's influence? You were both fools. I joined of my own volition. Do you need proof? Look to the bodies at your feet. You gaze upon my work.
That is the obvious answer, Zero. I probably should have seen that coming. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good evening so far, and good day so far. And I just found this guy to try and rescue him from cult brainwashing, and it turns out, no, he actually joined it willingly. Oops.
Because they offered me what no one else could. A chance to grow. To do what has never been done. I always wanted control, and the Testament will supply me with all the subjects I require.
Oh, he does like the corpses. Let's try and convince him out of it. You're better than this.
You are correct. I am better than the rest of the Testament.
No, not that.
Being a servant of Balin has made me more powerful than ever.
No, I didn't mean that. Oh, that didn't work at all.
It is time.
I meant you're better than digging up corpses all the time. Wow!
I did not think Geran's resolve could fall so fast. You heard what he said. Feragnus, waking? There is more to the Testament's presence here. In Geran's name, we must find what they want.
Park your car right there. Let me know if it's not a good place. You might be blocking the drive, but if somebody complains, they can do whatever. Chance to grow? Fuck that. If they offered to bang lots of cultist girls, it'd be different. What idiot joins a cult for a chance to grow? Hey, Drav. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good Saturday, too. Well, maybe he meant chance to grow like, you know, enhancement? You know, in that case, maybe he's the kind that, very desperately needed to grow. Personal growth, you know what I'm saying? You know, there are some people, I think, that would be willing to join terrible murderous cults if that's what they needed to get done. It would be a flimsy excuse, I'll give him that. It's a scary looking statue right there. Just kind of noticed that. Oh, what's that altar? Oh, terrible altar of winged beast. Well, that's no good. Me? Perv? No. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so I was hoping... Oops. Ow. Dang it. So I was hoping to get more out of the quest line about the cult, and that's good. That looks like that's exactly what we're getting. But for right now, it looks like I just need to walk out of here is all I need to do. I'll double check. Yeah, so I just gotta leave. Alright, I can definitely do that. I couldn't get over to that door, could I? Zero, try to take my title from me? Do we need to have a perv off? Do I need to clear the room? Because no one is gonna want to hear that. Get super uncomfortable in here super quickly. Oh man, so let's keep walking through here, keep disarming stuff as I head out towards, I think I'm heading towards the exit. Thought I disarmed all the traps on the way here, but maybe I was just in a hurry fighting kobolds and stuff. Ooh, are you one of those select people, Zero? Oh shoot, Trev, yeah, I didn't even realize that that was outdoor. I wasn't even paying attention. No, I should have done that. Right, yeah, that would... Shoot. Yeah, that would have saved a ton of time. I really need to be more attentive for those things. Well, thanks for letting me know, though, Drav. Ah, shoot. Well, I'm almost to the exit anyway. I think. Maybe. Right? Yeah, more or less. He's trying. It's a thankless job and not easy, but he's trying. I appreciate it. And Zero, that is fantastic. I love Spotify so much. If you get here right at the start of the stream, where I'm playing some music, that's my Spotify playlist, or one of my Spotify playlists. Walking is good for the health. Got to get that cardio. That's gonna be my excuse then. It's not that I'm not being observant. It's that I need more cardio in my life.
Yes. So you're the Dreg Combe found.
See, this is another one of those that got really quiet. I can't even hear this.
Looks like you can do some damage. Name's Eighth. Black Eighth to some. If you're half as skilled as Colm says, then I'd like to make an arrangement with you.
I keep mentioning it, but sometimes in the game the voices just get really quiet briefly. This might actually fix itself before the end of the conversation, but I hate that regardless.
The Testament has swept through the Feylands like wildfire. A few years back, they came to my farm, salted the earth, left not a stone standing. They tore my husband to pieces in front of me.
Cripes.
Their mistake was to let me live. I have a chance to make them suffer, and my plan takes two.
Especially when I'm carrying 100 items worth 500k. Perfect workout, exactly. Get the legs, get the core, get your shoulders. It's fantastic.
I don't rightly know, Dreg. Why don't you go ask them? Sorry. The Testament, they believe death to be salvation for all. But though they killed my family, they let me live. The bastards thought I would join their cult.
That's all I was looking for. I was just curious. Yeah, Zero, you'll have to let me know how much you like Spotify. It's my favorite music service right now.
Good, but we're not just going to hunt them down. We'll poison a few, and then dump the bodies into the Testament's water supply. When those bastards start choking on their own water, they'll regret letting me live.
Holy crap.
Their water flows from a cistern nearby. We'll need to go through the tomb of Aragnos to reach it. I'll meet you in the ruins.
Well, that's a savage plan. Jeez.
We need to get to the Testament's cistern. It's their only water supply in the marches. Once we find it, we'll poison it. But I want to poison it with the bodies of their dead. We poison any Testament we see and knock their bodies into the cistern.
Oh yeah, if you were using iTunes before, then this is going to be light years better for you. Definitely enjoy it. Out of curiosity, what kind of music do you like listening to, Zero? I don't think I've asked you that before. Recently, I've been listening mostly to retrowave stuff. Could not imagine that work out in real life. No, I'm actually getting achy all over just trying to imagine it. Pretty sure that would kill me. Although I have been hitting the gym lately, trying to get back into shape. It's a process. Oh, Niscaro. Now, that's interesting. This is the first time I've seen Niscaro running around in the overworld. Which I think I'll just take to mean that this cult is definitely up to no good. A lot easier to name music that you don't like than point to what you like. That's fair. Well, what kind of stuff do you not like then? I'll ask that, if that's where we're going. And you too, Drev, while you're here, what kind of stuff do you listen to, too? I always like hearing more about the types of music people listen to. Alright, so it looks like that cave I'm trying to get to is way below me. Wow, yeah, way, way down there. And that's always the case when I get to a new area in this game, is there's gonna be some hiking involved. until I get all those teleport points registered on the map and I can just be jumping around to them. Still, this is, as I said, the last desert area outside of Edessa itself. Whoa, oh, I hate these guys. Probably won't be as much trouble as they used to be, though. Let's find out. So got that taken care of. Straightforward. And I got the stun. Wow! And after Earthquake, that was like 2 hits. Awesome. And this one, there we go. Wow, yeah, that was easy. As long as it's not death metal, you're fine. All right, that's a pretty diverse listening. I can respect that. Fish with boobs, yes. It's 2 things I'm haunted with in this game are spiders and fish with boobs. Everywhere I turn, they're everywhere. I think that's a good title for the next stream.
The burnt skin of the world glows red with suffering. It is the deep gloam. The pallor of death settles on the people of Amalur. Fires rage across the wastes. The only sound is whispered laughter. As the embers cool and the wind blows across the desert, life once more erupts from the husk of the earth. And the struggle begins.
Yeah, that major damage versus stun enemies is really nice, but even then, that was more damage than I was expecting. I know it was a gray name as well, I think, so I shouldn't be too surprised, but that was nice. Alright, no hip-hops, no part, no pop, no Usher and Tupac.
Something is wrong. Let's clear out these kobolds first.
Alright, I can respect that. But, hey Red, where's this treasure?
It's in these tunnels, but something happened here. It looks like we've got to deal with these kobolds before anything else.
Kobolds? No problem. Ooh, there are a whole bunch of them, though. Well, I know how to deal with those. Oh. Nice! Just got this one that made to wander out. No problem, sweet! Well, yeah, Zero, as long as you don't like anything... Ooh, hello. That's unusual. As long as you don't like anything super obscure, Spotify will probably take care of you, as I imagine you're already noticing now. Oh, no, for it. Oh well, I have to finish them off the old-fashioned way. I guess I don't need to use Wrath for everything. I guess sometimes I can actually hit enemies with my sword. If I have to... Ugh. Get my hands dirty here. Don't approve. Oh, and he started a fight, I think. Yeah, he started a fight, so I can't even loot the chests. Wonder why he didn't expect all the kobolds in here. I mean, it's a cave in a fantasy setting. You're gonna run into kobolds. He seems to think it's a...
Kobolds are taken care of, but something strange. All these bodies. I don't think the kobolds killed these people. Tears was former warsworn like me. A rabble of beasts would be no trouble for him. And these other bodies look like they've seen action. They must be of the Testament, which means they encountered Tears, and they fought it out. We better see if Tears made it out alive.
Oh, crud, more Testament. David Archuleta, I've heard of him. I can't actually think of anything he's done right now, but I know the name is very familiar. Shane got lazy after he discovered seals are awesome. To be fair, Drab, I've always been lazy. This just made me lazy in new and exciting ways.
I don't know for sure.
Alright, so it looks like their treasure hole ended up getting infested by not just kobolds, but the Testament. So now we're going to have to watch out for 2 different things. Exciting. Alright, so where did he head to? I missed a couple of chests, so I'm going to check those out on the way back. Oh no, that's weird. trying to loot this guy's body before, because he's got the sparkles, but it won't let me. Must be a glitch. That's odd. I haven't run into too many bits of programming oddity in the game, which is nice. Very nice. So I'll just keep pressing on.
It's locked tight. We'll have to find the bodies of Alces and Bertza to unlock it. We'd better start looking. If you see a body that looks like one of my crew, give me a shout and I'll come over.
So it wasn't even a bug. It just wouldn't let me loot it until the flag was set. Again, why didn't you play a mage then? I mean, warrior looks best because warrior armor and weapons, but as a mage you just have to click 2 buttons. Yeah, like I said, it's sound advice, but I didn't know that quite at the beginning of the game. You know, let me tell you, I think one of the things is that I got kind of burned in Dragon Age. Because in Dragon Age, being a mage isn't great. I mean, you can do a ton of damage as a mage in Dragon Age, but you also find good mages, and also mages suck in the final battle in that game. Just spoiler so that you don't absolutely wreck yourself. Mages do really bad against the final boss of the first Dragon Age. So, you know, I'm a little hesitant. And so I figure, you know, as far as difficulty, warriors are usually the nice middle of the road option. So I figured I'd start with them.
I don't know. We'll just have to search them. If you see a body that you think might have belonged to my group, point it out and I'll try to identify it.
But I have said again, if I ever play this game again someday, it'll be going 100% straight mage. Because that does sound really fun. Just looking at the options available. Alright, so that should call him over, right? Did that work? Is he coming? Yeah, he's coming, slowly. You were about to advise Blade
This
Master
isn't
yesterday.
Bertza or Tears. Another one of those Testament bastards by all counts.
Yeah, every time I get into a decent battle, I've starting out with the thing that makes me immune to knockback. And then using either...
This is a stranger's face. They weren't a part of my crew.
And then either using Wrath if it's a big group, or using Earthquake if it's something that's immune to knockback. But either way, yeah, I'm using skills pretty frequently at this point. Just about any battle that either has a large enemy or...
I don't know them. Probably one of those damn Testament fools.
Either a large enemy or 3 or more enemies. Oh, it's a kobold. Let's see, is this one, maybe?
I don't know them. Probably one of those damn...
Oh, this is tricky. Stop running away.
This is a stranger's face. They weren't a...
Just gotta have him check out every corpse in here. Now, this guy looks Testament, so it's probably not him.
This isn't Ulcer's, Bertza, or Tears.
How am I supposed to tell which ones are his crew? Oh,
This
I think
isn't
I already checked
Ulcer's...
this one. Tedious. Alright, it looks like somebody's here under the kobold.
It's Ulcer's. I didn't know him well, but he didn't deserve to die like this. Looks like he has his part of the combination still.
See, look how tricksy that is. He's half under this kobold, so I didn't even notice him from one angle. Oops. Alright, I think this one's actually another Testament.
This isn't Ulcer's, Bertza, or...
But gotta...
I don't know them.
I'm gonna try and be thorough here if I'm gonna get all of them.
This isn't Ulcer's, but...
Oh man. That voice line is getting annoying already.
I don't know them. Probably one of those...
So many corpses for one tiny little cave.
This isn't Ulcer's...
Why is he not checking the bodies? He actually knows what they look like. Seems like he'd go quicker if he was doing that.
This isn't Ulcer's, but... I don't know them.
Oh yeah, he's actually got the Testament logo on his back, so does that guy, so I guess that answers that question. But I feel like I checked all the corpses then, unless there's more back here. I guess there were a few. Well, let's have him start over in this area. Oh, go ahead, Zero. I appreciate you checking in.
Probably one of those damn Testament fools.
Don't ever feel bad about going on Lark. That's totally fine.
This isn't Ulcer's, but...
Oh my gosh. I'm trying here. I am trying. I don't think there were any corpses this far back. No, shoot. No, not red marches. Mage has two stages, you'd call it pre-meteor and post-meteor. Pre-meteor just plays amazing, best mage gameplay in any RPG. You dash around, dodge, tactically play in your positioning, and unleash hell with your spells. Post-meteor, you just start the fight with meteor. You need a separate difficulty level for it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of games like that where,
This is a stranger's fate.
Jesus, I feel like I checked everybody, but no, we can check everybody again. Yeah, there's a lot of games like that where you get that one ability, and if you spec it just right, then you can completely wreck the game difficulty.
Another member of the Testament.
But still, you know, that's if it's a late game ability, I don't usually mind it so much. Being able to stomp through a game and say, well, I had to build up to it. That's okay usually. Oh my gosh, I feel like I checked everybody. Except a couple of the guys with the actual Testament logo on them.
Another member of the Testament. Another member of the Testament.
I don't know. This part kind of sucks.
I don't know them.
Yeah, Meteor sounds like worth doing a mage playthrough all on itself. This isn't Ulcer's, but... Meteor's definitely making me curious. I feel like maybe as like a last stream for this playthrough,
Ulcer's, but
what I might want to do is just respec completely and just try out briefly some of the other classes.
I don't know them.
So I can see how that ends up playing out.
I don't know them. Probably one of them.
I thought I saw that blood trail and I thought, hey, maybe that's significant. But I guess not. Really recommend playing with hard on mage. Oh yeah, no, normal's been relatively easy anyway, so I feel like, yeah, if I went through again, I'd probably want to play, especially with what you told me, I'd probably want to play on hard.
I don't know them.
Otherwise, yeah, you're right, I might not get any challenge whatsoever.
I don't know them. This is a stranger's face.
Holy crap! Seriously, have I gone through every corpse twice here?
This isn't Ulcer's, but or tears.
Oh yeah, I guess it is true about the gear. I mean, I guess if I was really invested in the idea, I could probably slap together some new gear. Right?
Another member of the Testament. Looks like they've reached their cup.
I'm going to go back and take a peek at that door. I'm not sure where else I need to look for more corpses in here. Nope, I need more keys. You can see the spell graphics then, which look nice for a 2012 game, but they won't kill much. Alright, fair.
This isn't Ulcer's, but or...
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like I've been through all the corpses twice at this point. And I'm supposed to find 3? Where are the other 2?
Another member of the Testament. Another member of the Testament.
But yeah, I mean, I think it might be worth it just to check out the spell graphics. It could be, just to get a feel for what kind of range I'd have as a mage. What kind of versatility I get as far as the spells go. I can see that. Let me make sure I've got the right thing selected, and I don't. cool. Does it actually? No, it doesn't mark the corpses on the
But
map.
she was just a mercenary looking for easy gold. Didn't know the job would end like this. But here's our combination anyway.
How did I miss her? Oh, that's insane. The irony of mages, lots of purple items are better than what you can craft, because the purple mage items already have the plus percentage damage on it, yeah. Oh, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't even say that's an irony. That's the case in a lot of games where the purples are kind of like the end game quest. You know, going grinding for purples as it was. And if this was following an MMO template, which we know it was, then it would make sense that they add in that grind for purples, right? Alright, so now it's not even letting me look at corpses. Did I find all of them? Oh yeah, I did find all of them. Sweet. Just wasting my time now. So yeah, I think the sillier part is that you can craft better stuff than you can find anywhere. That part does seem a little broken to me. But I can totally understand purples being spectacular. That seems like the way a lot of games would intend it. Alright, the lever seems locked at the base. A small knob is situated at the base, which can be pointed in one of the 4 cardinal directions. Having found the bodies of the crew, you can enter the correct sequence. Let's do it. It's an irony in the way that for warriors and rogues, crafted items beat the crap out of it. Yeah.
It's Tears. We're already too late.
Why would he hide like this?
I don't know. Tears never ran from a fight in his life. It's almost like he locked himself in here on purpose. Why? If he knew he was dead, why go through the trouble of hiding in here? Unless to keep the Testament from getting the treasure. Wait, did you hear that? The Testament's come.
Yeah, it would make more sense if every single class had to search for purples in the end game, but just having one class have to do it, that's a little strange. I suppose it comes back to balance, is maybe they didn't really intend anybody to push percentage.
And it's settled. My crew got the door open, the Testament came in, tried to take the ring, and ushered everyone into paradise. Damn fools. We only came here for the money. It's all we wanted. Yet Tears kept the ring from them. He thought it was more important than his life. Why? The Testament's done enough. I'll make sure they never repeat what they did here. Take the ring. I no longer want it. I'll see you at camp.
If you want to, you can save now and go respec. Since I'm here, I can explain how spells work, and afterwards just resave. Well, when I'm going to do the respec, I'm going to want to be at max level, so I can really have all the points to play with. But yeah, I would like to do that at some point. It's probably still going to be a little ways off, because I think I've still got a while before the end game, if I'm correct. Oh, come on. Of course, the one way I didn't try. Yeah, I know there's at least 2 big areas left on the map, not counting that city that I haven't been to yet. So I'm thinking I'm not tremendously close to the end game. So yeah, I've got a little while. I'm in no huge hurry to try it. I can see it being more interesting with more points to play with too. That is one nice thing, the idea that I can get all the way to the end of the game. You know, having played the entire game as a warrior and then just go, you know what? Nah, let me try an entirely different class. That's cool. That's a good way to add replay value and a good way to make sure that you don't kind of get buyer's remorse you would from getting locked into a class, you know? I appreciate that. Didn't I already go in the Tomb for Ignos? Feels like I went in there. What quest is that for? Oh, right, though, it's a poisoning the well one. Well, let's go ahead and do that while we're in the area. I can teleport straight to it, so it shouldn't be any trouble. point-wise, you would already have all the spells now, but not all the passives. But yeah, play the way you want.
Our way to the cistern.
Yeah, Amalur is nice and open. Like I was saying, with the points and the respecking, that is really cool. I mean, most games, they fight respecking, and I'm not really sure why. I guess maybe to try and artificially drag out the gameplay by forcing you to play, again, all the way start to finish to get a built-up character. But as you might guess, I am not a big fan of games artificially lengthening themselves. It's cheap and it doesn't add anything to the game. But in this case, you've got the option of being
much about this fragment. Why it was entombed here. The testament wallet can't be lost.
I was hoping that trap would kill him. But in this case, yeah, I can get the mage experience with just 5 minutes of respecking if that's what I want to do. That's cool. Obviously, like you said, I won't get all the equipment to truly max it out. But still, it's a neat idea. It's a neat idea, and I think it would be nice if more games would offer you more options as far as respecking goes. I mean, lots of different types of games, not just hard RPGs, I think would benefit from the idea of respecking. Any RPG likes, you know, something like, what am I thinking of? Deus Ex. I don't think you can respec in a lot of the Deus Ex games. I could be wrong in that. But, you know, any game like that where you have to assign points to abilities, I think it would be good if you eventually get the ability to just say, alright, I don't think this is working out for me. I'm a newbie, I made some mistakes, let me just reassign my points. Oh, lots of guys over here. This is awesome. Taking him out by the truckload here. Oh my gosh, they just keep spawning. How many do I have to take out? Am I supposed to be poisoning the corpses, or is she poisoning the corpses? Oh my gosh, this seems to be a messy bridge. But my XP is just piling up back there. Oh, this is ridiculous. Sure, keep cutting them down. Making this pile of corpses bigger. What do you want from me, game? Is she supposed to be poisoning the bodies? Am I missing something? It says 3 of 5, so something's happened here. But I feel like I shouldn't be fighting quite this many. This seems excessive. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Come on, game, what do you want from me here? This is ridiculous. I'm supposed to poison the well? Oh, I'm supposed to poison the well with the bodies, so... How do they want me to do that? Ah, no, that's not happening. Because it said that, 3 of yellow arrow at the end? Oh, right over here. I see the yellow circle, yeah. Oh, right here. Ooh. Actually hit me. I saw it for a second. Kind of blinking. Blinking in there. Oh, thought I saw it for a second there. Maybe? That's weird. I can kind of see the yellow arrow every once in a while, but I can't interact with anything. Oh, that's 4 of 5, I guess. Oh, am I supposed to let her poison the... Oh! Oops. Oh my gosh. So, I apparently killed too many dudes and Amalur just crashed. Oopsies. Oh my god, when was the last time I even saved? Yeah, she poisoned the enemies with the arrows and then I kicked them off the ledge. Yeah, I noticed that a little too late. Alright, let me see if I can get Amalur restarted here and we'll find out the last time it auto-saved. I'm betting that's why I had a game crash there too, is that I killed, killed more than the game could handle. That was probably way, way too many models in one area for the game. I'll take the blame for that. I'll accept it. Still, that was pretty fun, just wading through hordes of guys. So what I must have been doing was just killing guys before she could get them poisoned, and so it wasn't counting for anything. Alright, I can understand that. Alright, I have it back up just a second. Alright, let's jump back over to it. Cool. Let's get the bad news. Never happened to you. Lucky man then, lucky man. Oh sweet, is this right outside the door then? Oh fantastic, that's not bad at all. Alright, I'll let her poison that guy, now he's dead. Poison that guy. Poison her. Alright, they're falling down. I can see that. I haven't gotten credit for anything yet, doesn't look like. Sweet. Alright, so he's poisoned. Knock him off the edge. Do I have to get back to the yellow arrow? So again, I'm not getting credit for anything. Oh no, I got credit for one. Oh no, and now they're not spawning. Oh no, I guess I counted for all of them. Sweet. Just took a second to catch up. Yeah, I guess the game was just a little slow in counting it.
Then it's finished. In a few hours, those bastards will know what we did here. That's it then. 2 years of planning, of tracking, finished. I thought... I didn't know what would happen. But I don't feel anything. I've killed how many of the Testament? And I feel nothing at all.
You'll never be one of them, don't worry about that.
You're right. I didn't murder them so that they could find salvation. I only wanted justice. I didn't know what the Testament was up to when I first came, but I found these on one of the ones I killed. I don't know much about this Niskaru Ferragnus, but the Testament is interested in him. From now on, I'll keep 2 eyes on their doings.
Whew. Would still... So nice of you, Drav. You're practically a saint. But yeah, I've noticed in some cases the quests are a little slow to keep up with the quest tracking. So if you noticed on screen, most of that fight it said nothing. Then all of a sudden it said I had one poison corpse in the well, then all of a sudden I was done.
I'm not much on history, but from what I've seen, that ruin sprawls under the whole canyon. If you see a place you can't get to over land, odds are the tomb will get you to it.
So I do get in situations like that where I didn't think I was doing anything correctly, but it turns out, yeah, I was already there. I had already finished the quest and it just hadn't caught up with me yet. Nothing interesting there. No. Yeah, I've done it a couple times where I'm like, alright, where do I need to go for this quest? And then all of a sudden, I just get a thing pop up and says, alright, you finished the quest. It's not a big deal, of course. It's never really thrown me in any direction that I couldn't handle. But it is strange. Ooh, almost didn't notice that one. That one was pretty well hidden. So... I want to leave here, or do I want to keep exploring a little bit is the question. Kind of want to keep exploring a little bit. This is an interesting quest, because it seems like the whole thing about the Testament is just spread out across a whole bunch of quests, and it's kind of letting you take the Testament quest at your own pace. Oh, alright, so that's the key I got, so maybe it does want me to explore a little deeper right now. I'm going to save, though, after that crash, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's make a new save. Oh, more sorcerers, my favorite. But not a lot of health, and I've got a ton of range at this point. I'm using my wrong weapon for some reason. There we go. Alright, so which way from here? Well, it's a dead end over that way, so always check the dead ends first to get the chests. There's some traps, I'll see if I can get them to trigger them for me. There's one of them. Oh, I got him to trigger that one though. Oh, come on, trigger the last one, that'd be funny. No dice. Couldn't get him close enough to it. Oh well. Oops. Can be a little tricky getting in just the right spot the game wants you to be in to disarm these traps. Like this one, even though it's highlighted, I had to be right on top of it to be able to do it. Alright, so it doesn't look like anything too interesting down here. I don't even see any chests. Oh, as soon as I say that, there's the chest. With a fire mine right in front of it. Luckily I actually noticed that one. How rare is that? Alright, ooh, spooky skeleton sorted to the pillar right there. Sorted, not the correct word, but I kind of do like it there. It should be a word. We should make that a word, sorted. Not like sorted like a sordid tail. I mean sorted as in the past tense of hit with a sword. What do I have to call about that? Merriam-Webster? Dictionary guys? Wikipedia maybe? Get Wikipedia on the phone, ask them. Alright, so it's just a door down there. So let's check and see what's over in this direction. Nope. Traps. Traps is what over in this direction. I'm getting decent at disarming them, I think, but not perfect. It is funny every time I can actually get them to do it, though. I know there's an achievement for getting enemies to actually die from wandering into traps, but that one seems a little bit more tricky. Oh, alright, so this key opens all the doors down here. That's interesting, so I can probably keep going till I maybe even find out the secret down here. Find out what these guys are up to. And it's always nice when I can disarm the tripwires too, because those ones in particular I feel like I've stumbled over way too many of. Ooh, this looks important. Oh, oh what? It did open. I saw it open. Oh, there's a... Nope. Huh. So it looks like I can't open this door by myself, so I assume there's going to be a quest that I have to come back here with some other character to have them stand on that plate, help me open it. That's fine, that's fine. I've still got other things to do in the Red Marches, and I've got more exploration to do in the Red Marches, so let's get back to that. And as a matter of fact, we can check out one of these different exits as well, see where that leads to. Which will probably be somewhere different, somewhere we haven't been. Since we still, surprisingly, for all we've been doing in the Red Marches, we haven't gotten that deep into it. And more discard. Like I said, it is really weird seeing them out in the open. This is the first time we've seen them outside of a dungeon or a cave under very specific circumstances. So, stopping the Testament, definitely big priority. Oh, this is one of those places she was talking about that can't be reached over land, just through the caves. So while I'm here, I'll take a quick look, see if there's anything I need to do. Oh, hey, lore stone. Definitely a good idea that I was able to get up here and get that, because that would be frustrating to see that up on that cliff and not be able to get to it, right?
As beams of light amidst darkness, we saw it. The eternal clash between the structures of order and shadows of chaos. Slowly, despite their struggles, the war gave way to the grass and the sway of trees in the breeze. The land was cursed by the plague brought on by the Niskaru, but life gives way to death, as death will birth new life.
Alright, so he's talking about the Niskaro there, but that's just a fragment, so I'm not sure how much of the story I'm really getting at. I didn't feel like I completely understood that. So I'll have to wait until I find a few more of those and see if I can see where that tail's going. Maybe I can figure out why the Niskaro were plaguing this area. And then meanwhile, let's head back and check out another one of those exits. See where else they lead to. This is neat. See, again, you know, I'm this far in the game, and yet I've found this area that really feels like it has a unique vibe to it. With this whole gigantic tomb under everything that I have to explore, and it's got all these crazy exits that lead to all these impassable little box canyons. I'm loving it. I like that the game is still pulling some surprises on me this deep in. That's a big deal for me. I love being surprised in a video game, as you might have been able to tell by how bored I am with things that go very typically. So yeah, this cave is a nice little touch. Or not this cave, I mean this area. No, so close. Straight down then? Nope. There we go. One of those diagonals. Those can be tricky because they're the ones that aren't quite as easy to gauge as some of the other directions. All right, so that's just another closed off outlet. So let's head back in, check out that other door right across from there. Oh, this one's actually a door. So this one probably won't be a closed off area. Or, oh no, this was the cistern. So yeah, that's the definition of a closed off area. Alright, so we gotta head back even further in that case and find, yeah, we'll head for that one right there. That door off to the west of here. Let's see where that one leads. Let's see. Where am I at now? Looks like I was on a cliff. Anywhere to go from here, or is it just, oh, there's a chest. Oh, right. Oh, another lore stone up on a cliff. That's good. That's good.
There was one. It would stare from the darkness and smile. It waited there with minions by its side. It was a demon thing, basking in eternal chaos, roaring beside the cries of its victims. The ones who came before faced and vanquished it. They saved the children of dust from a writhing torment.
Alright. Let's head back in then. And continue our backwards facing exploration of the tomb. I suppose it's good that I'm clearing this all out now, because that means whenever I do get to whatever quest is going to require me to go through that tricky door, I'm going to have this area mapped out, going to have this area explored, so that's going to save me some time. Oop. Facing the wrong way to disarm that one. Trixie, Trixie. that disarmed. A lot of traps in here, if nothing else. I'll take the materials. If that's all I get, that's fine. Something satisfying about disarming traps too, after how many I've blundered into. Actually being able to take them out of the equation permanently and getting a little bit of a reward from it. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Alright, so there is that one other one. I don't think I've explored that exit either, so let me go check that out and see if that's anything. Oh no, this is the way I came in, isn't it? I feel like it might be. So yeah, let's just go head to the door that the quest marker's telling me to do. Just go skip straight to the chase here, shall we? Alright, this is... Oh, shoot. There she is. So let's do like we did last time. Run in, stunner, and we did. Sweet. Bonus damage, and then it's just a matter of taking out the murder. There shouldn't be any problem with that nice damage bonus we've now accumulated. Beautiful. It is really funny to think how much trouble these guys used to be compared to how little they are with all these skills I'm chaining together. Beautiful. This is exactly how late game for a video game should be. Just make you crazy powerful and let you just wipe some guys out. Alright, so that's where I just came in. So let's check up and around here. Oh, I've already been up here, so let's go ahead and just check the map and see where it wants me to head, and then head over there. Alright, straight to Galette, it looks like.
I can see in your eyes that you have come to the same conclusion we have. Thank the gods.
Get out of the way of the camera.
The Testament is on the cusp of raising the Neskaru Lord, Feragnos. When they do, all of Detir will be plunged into flame.
We won't let that happen.
Agreed. Unfortunately, we are too late.
Crap.
The beast has already entered this world. I can sense its presence. But Feragnos is weak now. It will take some time for him to develop, to mature. We should strike while we have the chance.
Hell yeah, for a strike. How do we take him out?
Given enough time, Feragnos will develop into a full Neskaru Lord. But while in a juvenile state, it is vulnerable. We just have to get there and hope we are strong enough to fight it.
Oh, he's just a little baby lord.
We are all going in there together. We may have come for different reasons, but none of us will leave this unfinished.
See, that's so cool. I love how all the quests looked disconnected at the beginning, except for the fact that the Testament were involved, but then once you do all of them, they all merged into this one uber quest for the Red Marches.
It seems that Feragnos has housed itself in the complex at the end of the canyon. The only way in is through the catacombs of his tomb. We will meet you in there. Now, let us move.
All right. So let's head back to the tomb and back to that door I couldn't get through. Leave them there and they should be able to take care of the pressure plates for me. Excellent, excellent. And yeah, they're right behind me, so without any enemies, this shouldn't take any time at all. A fight through the tomb. Already taken care of, no worries. And I'll just trigger these traps for you so you don't have to worry. Alright. They already know where they're supposed to be going. I don't even need to worry about leading them. So let's just focus on getting there then. Alright, and then up around this way. I'll just see if I can disarm those last few traps so they don't trip over them. By the way, since you already know the crazy offensive power of the mage, you should know his one weakness. Let me guess, glass cannon? Not a lot of HP, not a lot of defense? As is, that's the usual case with mages anyway. Alright, do I have to talk to him?
Damn! Damn the testament to hell! We're trapped! Looks like this door will only open when that switch is held down. Someone has to stay behind so that the others can pass. Since you're going to do the brunt of the fighting, you should pick one of us to stay behind.
Where the warlord or champion can't die, and even against trolls or Niscarlord, just raise their shields and don't give a shit. When you're hit by a Niscarlord or a troll, you have a serious problem. Yeah, I mean, that's the case with a lot of mages, so I'm pretty okay with that. As long as you've got that range, so that you can hit them before they get up close to you. That's usually okay. Alright, I'm going to have him stay behind so I get a little bit of range support while I wait in.
Then, this is goodbye. I'll hold the door for as long as I can. You need to get going. Take it down.
Whoever draws first wins. I'm down with that. That can be pretty exciting. Alright, I'll save one more time. And then we'll head in there. See if we can find the big bad himself. Hello? Oh, jeez. Luckily, I've taken these guys down before. As long as he's not a full-on lord. Oh, I think he dodged out of the way there. Full attack there. What's he doing? Looks like this fight's a little bit more scripted. You can't just wander in and take him out. Yeah, a little bit of scripting there. So it won't let me kill him too fast with my skills. Game seems to be upset that I'm wailing on him with my skills. Oh well. Just a minor distraction then. Oh, see, he keeps just wandering back into the fire. So I'm thinking that's what happens when I do enough damage to him, is he just wanders back in there and then I have to take out the blood hunters before he's available again. Yeah. See? Yeah. There, I did it.
It is... We finally managed to defeat it. The beast is finally dead. Detir is saved.
Woohoo!
The world will know what happened here. Even if it takes me months or years, I will write the history of Ferragnus and our part in it.
Also,
I will remain here for the time being, for research. Your tale, our tale, will be told one day, I swear it.
Alright, do what you gotta.
Still plenty of testament out there, Dreg, but I bet they're burning on the inside with that poison.
Crazy OP, I love it. The more I kill, the stronger I get. But yeah, I was saying, I really like the metaphor of the cowboy duel. Because that does reward you for some skill, for being ready with whatever skill you need to take out an enemy, ready to press that button at the right time before they can close the distance. That can be cool if done correctly. And that's something I'm going to want to try. Oh, sorry about that. Sneezed off my headset again. One of those nights, ladies and gents. Oh, I got the sneezes tonight. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping it's just end of the year or end of the season allergies. I'm not sure. Really don't want to have a cold right now. Really don't. With the mage, I actually managed to bug this fight once because my meteor seemed to have done more damage than the game expected the boss to take in one hit. Oh, so you just skipped all the sequences and the game didn't know what to do, right? That's pretty funny. Alright, so done with that quest now. So where do I wanna, what do I wanna do next? Let's see if I can see where any of the other death notices are. No? No, I cannot still. Interesting. Oh, no, one of them's... What, is it death notice up in Rathier? Alright. Well, let's go take care of that then. I do like it in, I get a laugh in games when you manage to sequence break like that just because you're so badass the game doesn't know how to deal with it. I've done that before. Another game that I'm hoping someday to play on stream called RAD. While you're fighting the final boss, he gives a big speech. And I've never heard all of this speech because I figured out how to combo the moves to do so much damage you beat him way before he gets through his speech. And the funny thing is the speech is about how you can't possibly beat him. So it's hysterical that he just never gets anywhere near through it.
Don't you just love the luminary leaf? I could sit here reading for days and not reach past the first shelf.
I'm sorry to break this to you.
How do you know my brother? Wait. He's dead? Ram. No, it can't be. I told him this would happen, but he wouldn't listen. Pig-headed fool! War isn't the way. Anyone who knows history knows that. But Ram was too impatient for words. He was so brash, so brave.
You know, I can respect that, Drav. Having to build towards being broken really changes it instead of just being able to have the brokenness from day one. It gives you the wrong impression if you're not expecting it. And plus, like you said, playing from level 1 is kind of an experience unto itself, really. Alright, so it looks like the last death notice is down to the south, so we'll go take care of that. For some reason I was about to say death note. No, that's something a little bit different. But yeah, no, I see what you mean. It is the last death notice, right? I thought that might have been a side quest.
The ships are loading now for Melsen Shear. Are you ready to board?
No, not yet.
Suit yourself.
So is the last death notice in Melsen Shear? I have no idea. Well, I guess I'm not going to worry too much about that for right now. And before Meteor, you can actually use chakrams at times. Yeah, I've heard people say they're really in love with chakrams, but I've never really messed with them. I can see, I played with them a little bit, but not to a great extent. I can see how they could get fun because they're kind of fast and they kind of have a little bit of range to them. Alright, no, there's where I need to go. Start heading up north from here. I figured I hadn't explored all of the red marches, so let's just start on that. Yeah, see, there's another thing. On top of playing as a mage, I kind of want to try some of the other weapons, like chakrams. What are the reasons you play the game as a Shadowcaster? Doesn't have Meteor, but can use chakrams a lot. Yeah, that's fine. Hybrid Mage is something I really enjoy. I think that's what I played in Dragon Age when I played through it the first time, if I remember correctly. I played a mage who would use spells to soften up enemies as they charged at me. And then once they actually got within range, then I'd finish them off with melee weapons. And I had a lot of fun with that. Alright, looks like no more putting it off. Let's head to Edessa. Should be south of here, I think. Yep, so let's set that and start heading there. I'm sure there'll be plenty more side quests to do. But Odessa is the last thing we have to do in the desert now, so we're not that far away from moving across the sea fully. Chakram rolling attack is cool. Check, unleash a blade hell around them. I like that term, blade hell. If that's not official in the game, it should be. Alright, let's check this out. Well, Gnome City, I presume. Awesome. Let's check this place out.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Odessa, but before you enter, I must catalog your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Odessa?
Who are you?
Excuse my rudeness. I am Senar Bruges, tallier second class to the Domus Politica. My purpose is to sort those that come to Odessa, to welcome them to the city while maintaining the delicate balance we gnomes have achieved.
Delicate balance, that's weird. Oh yeah, you mentioned you really loved the City of the Gnomes before. I'm eager to finally get to see it after all that time. It feels like a long time ago.
They help sort the newly arrived in the city. We want to ensure that everyone is placed where they properly belong.
Here on personal errands.
Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Odessa from?
For Morris Hughes' lab?
For Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Odessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings. Temporarily.
You're giving me a house?
This is rare, newcomer. Very rare. If I can speak frankly, I'm not sure this is the blessing you take it to be. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters. But Sandstone Villa is reserved for, well, it is not my place to speak of it. This key will provide you with access to the villa. You would do well to be very aware of your surroundings, stranger. Now, good day.
Well, that was ominous as hell. Gnomes do rock. Whenever I play D&D, I often play gnomes. Especially if I'm playing anything with speed involved, dexterity type things. They can be a blast.
Not everyone is given a villa just for arriving here. But I'd be careful. A gifted necklace can easily be a golden chain. Yes, go on.
Yeah, if you have never in your life played a gnomish rogue, you're missing out. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience. Alright, so is this Sandstone Villa? This is Sandstone Villa. So let's see if we can figure out what he was being so ominous about.
You.
Me.
So, you're the one that's come from Alistar. I've waited more than a while for you to show up. I'm Bruton, Decanus Bruton of the Praetorians. I've been stationed here for your protection.
Protecting me from what?
I won't lie to you, Longlegs. You being housed here is because someone wants to keep an eye on you. I don't even know who it is. But I can tell you one thing. A gnome who keeps secrets in this city isn't up to anything good. Better to track them down before you or anyone else gets hurt. Luckily, looks like I'm not the only one that noticed your arrival. Got some letters here from the other concerned parties. Will be some leads.
Oh, this is my house. I wasn't entirely sure from his intro, but this looks like a pretty spectacular house if it's mine.
Decanus ain't my name. It's my rank among the city's Praetorians, and it's what's keeping you safe. My orders come from high, that's all I know. You ask me, only a Templar is the kind of pull to set you up here. Good luck trying to learn any more than that. If a Templar wants to remain anonymous, they have the influences to pull it off.
Right, yes, I hadn't been thinking about backpacks for a while. I'll have to start searching for that. Thank you again for letting me know.
Because someone important enough in this city said you needed it. You're being watched. Either you charm someone high up or you piss them off. Either way, they don't want you on your own.
Well, I know the Tuatha want me dead, so I wonder if they have anything to do with this.
Hey, and here they are. Talking with any of their authors should get you in the right direction. I won't lie to you. I'm sticking my neck out here helping you the way I have. But I won't stand to let any one gnome ruin the greater good of my people. Need anything else, talk to Milo. He's been stationed as your retainer while you stay in the villa.
Certainly we've seen Tuatha collaborators before, so it wouldn't be out of the question if somebody's working with them to try and get straight to me.
Who should I know? It was addressed and signed. I just checked for poison and all that. Just track down whoever wrote them. You do know how to read, right? That might be useful.
Maybe.
Quite the palace for an outsider. No offense. But this gilded collar of yours has a long chain. If I were you, I'd find out where it leads, before it becomes a noose.
Again with the ominousness.
Yeah, good hunting.
Alright, wow. Wow, this is spectacular. I can already see where the upgrades will be going. Oh my gosh, it's enormous. It's freaking Titanic. Now, you see, I haven't really used any of the homes in the game before. Just because going back to them has been a little bit of a hike, but this one, oh man, I'll come back to this one. This place is fantastic. I like it a lot. Absolutely right, Drav. These gnomes know their way around a building. Whew. Gorgeous. Graphics and the actual architecture. I love the way it twists around on top of itself to give more space than you'd expect. Talking like a Sims player right there. It's about having it and showing it off. Heck yeah, bragging rights forever. Oh man, it is gigantic. And so I assume where all the scaffolding is where it'll be expanded into once I actually get all of the upgrades on it. And I assume upgrades will be a thing I can look into once it's actually fully under my control, once I finish this quest. Alright, so there's the prison. Don't need to go in there for any reason. So let's just start heading down, start hitting the doors like we usually do, looking for side quests and whatnot. Looks like there's something else we can do in here too, so that'll be, again, 2 birds with 1 stone, and I do like that.
Are you have come. The new guest of Sandstone Villa. Thank the gods you've arrived. I'm Cordan Passant, a scrivener of the Domus. I have need of your help to solve a rather delicate situation.
Man, why do the NPCs not show up and offer help? Always with the asking for help.
I was asked to write a letter of contingency. Should things for the Alpha turn dire, it would establish a known peace between Edessa and the Tuatha armies.
Oh, jeez.
It was never meant to be sent, only prepared, but was accidentally taken by the courier. It must be recovered.
The letter said head scrivener.
Ah, yes. There was a tad of artistic license that I took when drafting that correspondence. I needed your attention by any means. I apologize for the deceit, but I assure you my business is genuine.
How did you know who I am?
I was the one that processed the paperwork which established your placement in Sandstone Villa. I know who put you there, and that's why I left that letter.
Because reasons. Yeah, I need to get a big blinking sign I can put on my screen during the stream. It just says because reasons.
You are not constrained by Gnomish protocol. I cannot complete this task myself. anyone see me correct that mistake. It would not only
Yeah.
cost my reputation, but the reputation of the gnome that ordered I write that letter. I am bound to preserve our integrity.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Yeah, I get you.
You need to find the courier. It was a traveller by the name of Parwan Well. She said she was making her way to Rathir, but she might have stopped in the travellers' camp on Apotir. Sun Camp is the name, I believe.
Simple enough.
It was sent to Rathir via courier. A traveller by the name of Parwan Well. I've been a scrivener in the Domus for over 10 years. I'm often called upon to compose official correspondence and letters of a diplomatic nature. The Domus Politica handles all of the documentation that's needed to support the Templar diplomacy. The gnomes do not acknowledge war as an acceptable circumstance. We cannot condone either side until a peace is reached. The benefits either side may gain from such conflict are short-term when compared to the decades of rebuilding and fortifying that such a war will necessitate.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Simple enough quest. Gotta fix his mistake.
Blessings to you.
So I think one of the big questions
The guest of Sandstone Villa. How
is, am I going to get sick of these accents before I have to finish this area? That is the big question. And there's the last backpack. Sweet. Another 10 slots. Excellent. Oh, that is so good. I'm going to buy all their lockpicks too, because I'm getting a little low on those. Oh, fantastic.
Today.
Find that backpack right off the bat. That's just awesome. Awesome. Very happy about that. Alright, don't think there's anything else I need to do in here. Unless that other circle is, Oh, Templar Joriel. Yeah, I do need to talk to him while I'm in here. From way back. Let's see if I can find my way over to him.
Yes?
Up a level. Way over here. Go up another level. I see there are some pitfalls to Gnomish architecture in the way of household navigation. Wow, that hat. Or is that her hair? Oh, this whole getup is insane.
Yes? What do you want? I am not in the habit of making conversation with strangers, especially one of your stature. Please be quick.
Templar Octien is a criminal.
I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority. And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures.
I'm the chosen one.
Even if this were true, or even already suspected, it would have to be corroborated by Octien himself. That requires a confession. As he is not here to present the charges himself, I must assume that no such confession exists. Now, I have done all I can for you. Please, trouble me no further with this matter, especially with such insufficient evidence.
You need to stop Octien.
We have already discussed this. Nothing short of a confession would convict him. As such, Templar Octien will remain undisturbed in the Librarium.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to get a confession? I think the point here is that he's evil, and thus is going to be disinclined to confess to his crimes. Well, there's another thing to hate right there. Gnomish law.
I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I am a political aide for Templar Joriel. I operate in a number of capacities for the Templars' official and unofficial business.
So, what are you talking about here?
My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octien. But like you, she is frustrated by his status. Allow me to be direct. If you can make Templar Octien publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts.
I appreciate that, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get him to confess to his crimes. That's asking a lot.
You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the Livrarium. I suggest you go there.
It seems like it's going to be tricky, but I appreciate that she does actually understand what I'm talking about, though. That does make me feel a little better, rather than just stonewalling me for the sake of stonewalling me. Alright, so let me save real quick, and then figure out where we want to go next. Oh, there's the master's pick I'm supposed to steal. So let's see how hard that's going to be. And if I'm going to run into our old friend in there.
You look like you have some free time on your hands. Care to earn a bit of coin?
Who does that? Just runs into people. Hey, you want a job? I've only seen you for about 2.5 seconds, but hey, you look bored enough to be hireable.
Uncatalogued tomes are stored and protected in warded containers. If you save me some time, I'll pay you well. All I need you to do is go to each container and dispel the ward on it. I'll pay you for each one you manage to dispel.
Oh good, warding. Just what I'm great at.
Excellent. I'll have some brought up. They'll be in the upstairs alcove waiting for you.
Well, no promises, but I'll take a crack at them.
You can find them upstairs. I'll pay you when you've dispelled some of them.
How did they end up with a bunch of chests with words on them anyway? Seems careless.
Interesting. Taller than I would have thought, but still. You will serve as a subject. You are the guest at Sandstone Villa, correct? Otherwise, I'll have to look elsewhere.
Subject to what? I don't even have anything to question him about.
I've been a researcher in Odessa for so many years, I forgot when I began. It coincided with the start of my study, on the rise of magic.
Alright.
So long.
Oh, does he have the thing I need to steal? The master's pick? No, it says he's a quest giver.
What? You've come back. Have you elected to help with my experiment after all?
That's odd. I don't seem to have an option to start the quest. Weird. Guess I'll have to come back later and see what I can find. It's unfortunate. Hopefully that's not a bug. Hopefully that's just a flag that needs to be set elsewhere again. It is strange though. Seems like I should be able to just talk to him and get the quest. Alright, so here's the warded chests. Alright, that's dispelled. Oh, simple enough. So simple, even a Shane can do it. That's rare. Rare and beautiful.
Damn bloody fool thing, Lauren. Oh, did not see you there, stranger.
I seek the master's pick.
What? What the devil are you talking about? I don't have any sort of, did you say master's pick? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own. Isn't even mine any... Oh, now why am I telling you this? Leave me.
Just making conversation.
Friendly? Yes. It has been too long since I've had a friendly, decent person to converse with. Well, I never had this master's pick, but I did have a strangely unopenable jewelry box until the Praetorians confiscated it. Now it's rotting in the armory, and all because they think I'm in league with someone they don't support anymore. Such a bother.
That's inconvenient timing.
Ah, very well.
So now I've got to go elsewhere. Get that Trixie. Alright, anything else interesting in here? I'll try that quest giver again on the way downstairs. It was a little strange that I can't trigger that. We'll see. We'll see.
What? You've come back. Have you elected to help with my experiment after all?
Still don't get any option to help with any experiment, so I guess I'll just come back later. See if there's some other, something else I can do with it. Is there anything else I need to do with him? Or... Oh, yeah,
Have you
right.
done all the work you've wanted to?
Yep, I'm good.
I see. I'll pay you for the containers you dispelled. Speak with me again if you want more work.
I'm not interested.
I'm never going to get these blasted containers dispelled. A pleasure.
I'm sure I can talk to him later if I wanted to spell more, but I don't know why I'd need to. It's not interesting work, and I don't need the money remotely. Not remotely. Alright, so the armory is down this way. So let's see what it's going to take to get in there. Oops, and it's locked. That's not good. So let's save my game then, in case this gets dangerous.
If you're here for trade, then go to the market or the Arcadium. Otherwise, just don't touch anything.
Oh, so he totally sees me. Can I sit back here long enough to get him into his blind spot? Oh, maybe. Let's see, can I reach the door from here? Almost. Alright, so let's let that go all the way down. Sweet. I've never seen that before, where it's a door I'm not supposed to touch. Now that I'm in here, everyone seems surprisingly chill about me being here.
What?
More or
And
less.
who are you?
Alright, so they don't seem pleased that I'm here. But on the other hand, they're not throwing me out or kicking my ass. So, I guess I'll take it. Oh, no, shoot. Come on. Oh, don't come over here. No, 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 no. Alright, good, he turned away. You find a note appended to the box. Lauren's note to Gian. Let's check that out real quick. Man, I have too many notes. Gian, I hope this finds you in good spirits. I take some risk to my person in contacting you, but I have an item of business that is pertinent to your research in the field of decorporeal... Wow, oh my gosh. Decorporealicative magics. Whew. That is a doozy. I have had an object in my possession which I have long puzzled over. It is a small box of unknown material and hollow. I know it's hollow because there is something rattling inside of it. However, there is no seam or hole to grant me passage to its mysterious contents. I know your Arrivus engine was never built to selectively decorporeate material, but I think it's the only way to reach my quarry. Regards, Lauren. So she was trying to find a way to teleport the thing out of the box. So much intrigue for such little people. That's a good way to put it. I like that. Little people, big politics. Alright, so I suppose that's going to be my next order of business, is trying to find... Oops, why are they all hostile now? Oh, crime committed trespassing.
You there! Halt!
Shoot. I'll pay the fine.
Don't let me catch you making trouble again.
387 gold. Yeah, I'm really weeping about that one. Crime's cleared. I enjoy some political intrigue though. That's fun. That's fun. But then again, I'm a Game of Thrones guy, so I love all the maneuvering and the backstabbing and seeing who's going to get where. I like that. That's fun. you know, more often than not, it's fun in a game that's built to center around that type of thing. But I'll take it pretty much anywhere if they throw it in and it's well done. And so far pretty well done in here. Wow, he is transfixed. Looked over at me like, what's wrong? Yeah, I'll leave you to that, no worries. Alright, I see another... Oh, no, shoot, I've been in here already. Is he ready to talk yet?
Have you elected to help with my...
Nope.
So long.
So, I think I must be getting pretty far along as far as exploring the buildings then. If I've already been to all these places, so... Let's see, where else? I'll check here, maybe? The Arcadium? I don't think I've been in the Arcadium.
Yes?
This just looks like a big sales area, so nothing to do in here.
Greetings.
Nothing at the moment, anyway. I'll probably have to come back to sell purples in a bit.
Well,
Alright, so let's check the actual map. And they want me to go to... Oh, no, I don't want to catch the thief quest. Is that where it's pointing? Oh, right, the sun camp. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and hop over there in that case and take care of that, shall we? Run to the sun camp. See if we can figure out what's going on over there. Oh, right, we need to stop at the sun camp to stop that letter from being delivered. And save our precious gnome friends from terrible, terrible embarrassment. Goodness. Forbid the thought of political embarrassment between gnomes. Can't have that. We'll do anything to save them from embarrassment. Go any length. Help our little gnome buddies out.
Another comes to Sun Camp.
That's weird. I was kidding when I started that statement, but then I'm like, no, I actually do want to help the gnomes out.
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guyon Stebik. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then.
Alright. I actually gotta teleport the thing into the box then.
From what I'm able to surmise, the pick was confiscated from Aloran because she was to send it to Guyon Stebik, an outcast scholar. Guyon seems to have some means at his disposal which Aloran thought could free the pick. This device called the Aravis engine. Break into Guyon's lab and you can use the device to free the pick from the box. In the Hierophant's name.
I mean, depending on the size of the device, it could do a lot more things than take it out of the box. You know, teleport loot out of people's houses? That seems like a thing a thief would appreciate, right? Seems like a game changer.
How may I help?
If we're looking for words for it. Absolute thieving game changer. Alright, who do we got over here?
Well, I seem to have attracted a guest. What can I help you with?
He needs his letter back.
Oh, that would be the squeaky little gnome from Odessa. Smelled like vellum and book paste, as I recall.
Probably.
I was hired to take the note from him. Sure as rain. A gnomish scholar named Arancourt hired me to take it and throw it in the quarry. That's where you can find that letter if you're looking. And I can even give you Arancourt's orders as proof, if you pay the right price.
It's worth nothing to you, though.
But it is worth something to you. And that is surprisingly enough reason for me to charge you for it.
Was on such a good streak and then I failed a 92% check. Up for a surprise? Good, good. The faction quests have been so exciting so far. I liked the other two. I'm looking forward to this one as well.
I told you. I threw the damn thing in the quarry in Apatia, like I was paid to. If it's piqued your interest so much, I have the orders instructing me to do so. They're yours for the right price.
Can't help a fellow traveler?
This isn't the War Sworn. We don't carry oaths or that nonsense. Still, I suppose I could cut you a break. Here, just take it.
Oh, the price is right.
It's in the quarry. It's all written in those orders I gave you. Every last
Another
let's-
time, maybe?
Let's check out those orders real quick out of curiosity. See what exactly was going on there, right? Oh man, I have to get rid of some of these letters. This is... I don't even see it in there. Oh, I have way too many letters. Was this the one? No, that's not the one. Shoot. This one? Oh no, those are all the letters. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm not going to mess around with it right this second. I'll take her word for it. Oh, let's talk to this guy then.
Looks like you're used to dust on your feet.
Oh no,
Need
he's
help
just the
in old
iron guy.
Tim Kirk. Farewell.
Fancy to
that's-
chat?
So many letters, no wonder your inventory is filled. Yeah, I'm going to have to finish those the quests involving those letters and get them the heck out of there, because that's the problem with books in this game more often than not, is they end up being quest important, so I can't just toss a lot of them. But I suppose I can focus on those quests if I really want to, and start knocking them out. And I think that is something I'm going to want to do before too long, just to kind of see what I can get going on them. I don't think that'll be that much of a problem. However, it is getting late, so I think I'm going to wrap up the stream for tonight. So before we go, I'll just point out a couple things. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow if anybody wants to stop by. It'll be the same time as tonight, or if you want, you can follow me here on Twitch, or I put my link to the Twitter in chat. You can click on that as well, and I'll be tweeting before I go live. If you want, I just added recently tip links here below the stream. If you ever feel like you want to support the stream here, go ahead and click on those, but please don't feel obligated. I'm pretty good. One last thing is I set up a Discord chat for the stream. So if you're interested in chatting with anybody on the stream outside of the stream, type in !Discord into chat. It'll give you an invite link. You can come on in and talk to anybody. You can bother me outside the stream about my terrible hoarding habits and my awful, awful specs if you want to. That's fine. If you want to see this episode or any of the other episodes that I've done of this, they're on my YouTube. That link's in chat for the social as well. And it's also down below. You can click on it there if you want. One last thing is I am now a official partner with Green Man Gaming, which is another place you can buy PC games. The link to that's below. It's worth checking out. Sometimes it has better deals than Steam, but it'll actually give you Steam codes for the games if you want to keep them all in one place, which is something I enjoy doing. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I'm going to throw up a host to Zero, who was actually in chat a little while before. So if you want to check him out, I'm going to pass the stream over to him. So on that note, you folks have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at, and I will see you folks around. Take care.